when I see something like this is why America's Funniest Home Videos will always be the funniest show of all time.
The best.
We might have talked about this because I could see a man on top of a barn on a pair of stilts, and I know he's going to be okay. I can already start laughing.
Yeah.
On your show, I can't. This man might die.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Do you need a new mattress? Go to satva.com/theshit now for $200 off the next purchase of your Satva mattress. It's the shit.
Speaking of cocks, how you feel about this? You like those uncircumcised cocks, as I recall?
Sure.
Yeah, beautiful dick.
Tastes good.
You got any cum in those balls?
That was a stupid question. Who's coming those balls down?
As cocks.
Stupid question. Who's coming balls down?
Yeah, you like uncircumcised guys, as I recall, right?
It is a stupid question to ask a guy.
Does that come?
Is there cum in those balls?
Yeah. And
of course there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he asks like a sommelier would, who's familiar with your preferences at wine. He's like, as I recall.
As I recall, you are a fan of a Syrah Malbec blend? Yeah.
Of course there's cum in those bowls.
Yeah, there sure is. That's what they're there for.
That's what they're there for. Come in your nuts.
All right.
Come in your jeans. Come in your jeans. How are you doing, Gene?
Good. Yeah.
You were in Canada.
I was.
Toronto.
And Montreal.
And Windsor, Ontario. My favorite place.
That was a while ago.
That was a minute, yeah.
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But Toronto and Montreal, fucking top tier, man.
Top tier. Did you dare
Best of the best.
to
Love
have poutine?
I actually did, but I requested, I said, can I get Norm Somerton's special French Canadian poutine? And the person was like, I'm not familiar with the Norm Somerton. And I was like, imagine a pig with tits. And they were like, I'm sorry. And I go, a pig with tits that shits and pisses in its own food. And they were like, go away, America. Yeah. So unfortunately, I didn't get the
real
special
poutine.
Yeah. I got the regular stuff,
It sucks.
Imagine a pig with tits.
There he is.
There he is.
French Canadian poutine fries.
Dude, that shit, it's so good though.
It is, and especially if you got some booze in your belly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How did they
something
invent
that
this?
sops that stuff, greasy, heavy.
Now it's French Canadian, so it must be the mixture of the things the Canadians love and the French as well.
Well, specifically the French Canadians. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Cheese curds,
gravies.
little pig jizz there on top, and
Shiz is so good.
yeah,
Dude, that shit's the best, dude, bro.
fries if they're kind of like basted fries, have that crispiness to them. That's it's decadent.
You know what I do love is a truffle fry as well. You offer me that and then
Oh yeah, truffle
game
fries.
over.
Yeah, excellent, amazing.
Truffle with anything, so damn good.
So goddamn good. Thank you, truffles.
I really like that.
Man, we got some great stuff today.
So many things to go over.
You wanna start the show?
Yeah.
All right, here's your opening clip, and here you go.
What's going on, motherfuckers? When the fuck did it become okay for fucking women to fucking punch and push and slap around their fucking boyfriends? When did that become a fucking thing? And before you fucking crazy ass women send me fucking messages, hear me out, because some of you got little boys might end up with one of these goofy fucking bitches. You don't have a right to put a hand on no fucking man unprovoked. Like, if the man puts hands on you first, that's one thing. But you don't have a right, just because you're fucking pissed off or got daddy issues or on your fucking period, to put hands on another fucking person.
Preach!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone mother into
On your fucking period.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura
Segura.
and
Christina.
Welcome
To your mom's fucking house, bitch. Yeah, meow. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, dude, this dude's rad.
He is rad. I like him, but I do feel like
Speaking big facts right
big
now.
fact. The thing is, though, I do feel like when a woman is on her period, she should be allowed to do whatever she wants.
Whatever she wants?
Yeah,
That's kind of a
because-
broad statement.
It is a moment of
moment?
of temporary insanity. It legit, like,
It's
remember,
not a moment.
it's a moment.
A moment. It's
Well,
not a
it's-
moment.
Could be 3 days. Could be.
That's not a. People are like, you remember that moment? Three complete days.
Yeah.
So you think in that period, the period of the period, that
Yeah.
she's allowed to hit somebody?
Well, I
Really?
think day one. Yeah, just when you start to bleed, yeah, you should be allowed to do whatever you want.
Whatever you
should
want.
Say and do whatever you please.
Okay.
Well, it literally is the temporary insanity.
Sure.
At least for me, I feel like I'm possessed by the devil.
Yeah, but you haven't assaulted anybody in the time that I've known you.
I've wanted to.
That's different.
I know. I've restrained myself.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but I don't wanna.
Yeah, but you just said that you think people should be allowed to
They
hurt.
should be allowed to hurt, and then you can get the period defense. Your Yana, I was on the rag, and then you get off of it.
Yeah. All right.
Just
I'm
because
back.
you're fucking pissed off or got daddy issues or on your fucking period.
Yeah. He's right.
Have you ever been hit by a woman? Like a sister?
Well, yeah. And then I also had I had this woman one time that I went to high school with who came to a show, 20 years later. And, people's changes.
People changes. Yeah.
And she was now a pretty substantially large individual, which, it's fine. During the show, as many people do, she got hammered.
Yeah.
And sometimes when, we were high school buddies, like friends, a lot of playful rapport. And I start joking with her after the show, and she took an open hand and hit me in the chest so fucking hard that, it felt like a grown trucker did it to me, right? Like I was like, holy shit, and then she was like barking off, and you could see that the alcohol, that does it.
Yeah.
Some people, I have actually a relative one time who punched me in the back of the head, a female.
What?
And I saw red. I saw visions
Yes.
of death. I stood up, and her friend was like, "Oh, I was like, did you see what she just did?" Like, she grabbed the back of I had hair at the time and hit me in the back of the head, and I was like, and so I get that, if you get, but I didn't hurt her. I didn't.
But you wanted to.
Oh my God, I wanted to fucking kill her.
But I feel like in that time, you should be allowed to have your man period and hit her back.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's what he's.
I agree with
think
him. That's
he
what I'm
goes
saying.
on.
It's good logic.
And if you decide to go ahead and put hands on another fucking person, and that person happens to fucking punch you right in your fucking mouth, you don't have a right to go out and fucking play victim about it. Keep your fucking hands to yourself. That's something you should have learned in fucking by the age of 2 years old, for Christ's sake. Hey, I got a daughter myself. I flew halfway across the country to beat the fuck out of somebody put hands on her, but I also raised her. If you put hands on somebody first, don't call me if they put hands on you back. Keep your fucking hands to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, look, I like the guy a lot. You know, I understand, but still, men do, like, in both those situations, I showed restraint.
Yes, you
like
did.
these two women hit the fuck out of me, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Dude.
But I think that it's the natural thing is that you're the bigger species in the thing, so you hold back. But I also look if I had seen what happened to me to somebody else, and I had seen the guy retaliate, I wouldn't think it's crazy. I wouldn't think it's a crazy thing.
You're within your rights.
Yeah.
You just can't hit her super hard. You can't hit her.
That's the thing that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Is to not
like the Sean
beat
Connery
her fucking face in.
The Sean Connery slap.
Yeah.
Sometimes bitches get hysterical.
Yeah.
You gotta regulate a little.
Well, he was talking more. I think also Sean was of a time. What is going on with you? You're still doing the audio thing?
Talk a little bit, because I feel like I hear you louder than I hear my own voice. Like when you talk, it's louder, and when I talk, it's not as loud.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Does that make sense, you guys?
No, you sound like a woman that needs to get checked right now. I mean, do we need to take a break? Do you need to fix this or no?
I'm just not. It's okay.
I mean, what you just described is impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's just me.
Oh, okay.
I could just be hard of hearing.
Maybe just mess around with the volume knobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
that's what
I'm
she's
finding
doing.
the right place for myself. That's all it is.
Okay. God damn it.
How do you get a job here, you fuckface?
So bad.
God.
Yeah. Tom.
You're behaving perfectly for this segment.
Yeah. How many times have you wanted to hit me but restrained yourself? I think that's a fair question, because you never have, except for the time you pushed me down the stairs. But every other time what?
Yeah, no.
You didn't push me down the stairs, and I told the EMT guy.
Unbelievable.
Wait, no, but seriously, like how, and be honest with me, like how often do I anger you to the point where you're like, I could fucking hit this woman?
Not often.
Not often.
No.
A handful of times in the last 17 years. Oh, see your
Absolutely.
eyelids twitching right now. The under eyelids twitching. I can see it.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with the question.
No? You don't
No.
think it's bothering you?
No.
Okay.
No. But the answer is, a handful of times I've, of course, wanted to throw you off a balcony. Sure. Yeah.
That's how you would have done it? Just throw me off of something high? Or did you want to actually like break my neck or punch me in the stomach?
Which time?
Whatever you felt the angriest.
I mean, I'm sure it's, I've had all kinds of visions of violence, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying which one excites you the most?
I don't know, a rock to the head or like, shoving you down, like I said.
Yeah.
Like off a cliff or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see the violence, the
Who
rock.
the hell doesn't want to see the violence?
Me, because I've thought about how I would kill you.
Yeah.
And I would do it where I would accidentally mix two common drugs.
Oh. And
I'd be like,
oops, you do the oopsie.
Oh no, he
no.
took too much of this and he mixed it with that.
That's how you do it?
Well, yeah, because I'm not physically stronger than you. I have to be sneakier than you.
Yeah, that's true.
Women have to be sneaky.
That's true.
Yeah, or I could hire somebody, but that's too traceable.
Yeah, no, that always goes wrong.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, I've had thoughts of, tire iron, the old Bundy way, back of the head. That has to feel unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To watch a head splatter open.
Well, just to...
Oh my God,
Just
so
to be like,
good.
I'm having a good day. And,
Yeah.
like the just the turnaround moment.
Yeah, the
and
surprise.
And then the moaning. Yeah.
It's cool, babe.
You okay? I didn't see that thing either. And you're like, what was that?
Jesus, you see how happy he is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that would cheer you right up.
that did brighten my day.
Yeah, see, you went from wanting to kill me to laughing about it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. But I mean, the truth is, you know, I haven't wanted to kill you that many times.
Okay.
Probably.
That's nice.
7. I don't know.
7 over 17 years isn't terrible.
Yeah.
What's the average? Once every 2 or 3 years you want to kill me. That's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
That's not that bad at all. It's like a marriage.
Okay.
Can I tell you something?
What?
We didn't talk about it, but I went to Judork Titties. And I'm still so excited about my trip there. I saw Agent Jeans.
Yeah.
And I love the lunacy of that city. Like I was just walking down the street and this dude was stretching. This black guy was stretching. And he just looked at me and he went, bada bang. And I was like, man, I miss that shit.
Yeah, that's real New York.
Just like some fucking guy stretching, being like, hey, bada boo. Like just a psycho. I loved it. And
fun, crazy.
Yeah, I did my show in Brooklyn. Thank you to people who came to that. It was amazing. And I stayed in Williamsburg because the venue was there.
Yeah.
And maybe we could explore this together.
Sure.
But I've not been to Williamsburg in 20 years, right? I had a friend who lived there 20 years ago.
OMG Maria lived there.
OMG Maria lived there.
Yeah.
And so everybody was like, Williamsburg is like so cool. It's like so cool.
Yeah.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I deny Williamsburg's coolness.
Wow.
Fuck you, Williamsburg, because I know you. I know who you are. I knew you when you were Polish sausage in the windows and nobody fucking spoke English and Greenpoint and everybody was Polish. Like, that to me was cool. I don't give a fuck if there's a Whole Foods or a Gap. And in fact, I was so hostile towards the idea of Williamsburg being cool that I refused to explore it. I refused to walk around and acknowledge it.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You showed them.
Yeah.
They have learned their lesson.
Do you think that Williamsburg has learned now?
I think they're all right now being like, fuck.
She doesn't think I'm cool.
You know, the thing about when a place is, it is a little
What's
bit.
wrong with me though?
No, you know what I think it is that you don't want to adapt to the change.
I don't like it. Yeah.
You don't like the change because for you, it was comfortable just to go to Manhattan and then have that be the place to go.
Yeah.
And then over these last 20 years, people have been like, no, the place to go is actually over this bridge. And you're like, fuck that. I already know this place. I'm sort of the same way. I never leave Manhattan.
Yeah. Why would I leave Manhattan?
I mean, I've gone to Brooklyn 4 or 5 times. I mean, I did a show there. I did Kings. But like when I stay, I don't stay there.
Yeah.
I stay downtown and because it's what I'm familiar with. And I don't really want to change that. And the furthest north, I go to Midtown for like briefly, and then I always go back downtown.
That's
it's
your
just
jam.
It's just what I know, and that's what I like. Yeah.
But I'm angry at it. Why am I mad?
Because
Don't
there also
tell me
is some
what's
cool
cool.
shit happening that you're like you're just aging. And the cool kids really are in Williamsburg. Hey, you got bush? You definitely do if you haven't tried the best products from our sponsor today, Manscaped. Taking control of your bush is important. These products are so good, you're going to be showing pride in your new bush-free yard. It's a fact that you will have the best kept nutsack on the cul-de-sac. Save big and be the most hygienic version of yourself by using our discount code MOM for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Trim all that hair back. It'll appear that you have more stuff and size than you do. And it also might, kind of nudge somebody to put their mouth on it if it's not covered in hair. The grooming package I highly recommend is the Performance Package 4.0, and they have a bunch of other products on their website to help you maximize your confidence and grooming game. Get 20% off plus free shipping with our code MOM at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use our code MOM. It's time you level up from the Amazon to the Amadong with the ultimate bushwhacking tools from Manscaped.
You've got back-to-back errands, meetings, and chores to take care of. What's the secret to clearing your to-do list? a little help from DoorDash. You can get dinner, household essentials, and everything on your grocery list delivered. It is the best. I use DoorDash like probably daily for groceries. Ordering meals as I'm driving home, that's my secret mom hack. Every time you place an order for pickup or delivery, you're setting off a chain reaction that helps give back to the people who make your neighborhood unique. With over 300,000 partners, you can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Popeyes, Chipotle, and Cheesecake Factory. With DoorDash, you're not just getting the things you love, but supporting the community you love too. For a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and zero delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code YMH. That's 25% off, up to $10 value, and zero delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code YMH. Don't forget, that's code YMH for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change. Terms apply. Well, here's where I don't think so. I think the cool kids were in Williamsburg 20 years ago.
That's a good point. It's sort of like maybe a lot like the Silver Lake argument in Los Angeles, because Silver Lake was like hipsters and like there's cool shit, and then people with money started to move in there, kind of hipsters that succeeded, and have transformed Silver Lake into, it still has like some dingy stuff,
cred, but
it's pretty nice and refined now.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It's not, it's gentrified, I guess, right? And
right, because these hip neighborhoods you're supposed to live in when you're poor and you're struggling and you're actually cool and creative.
Like real artists.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when you make your money, like there was a point where you and I were about to have kids and we lived in Silver Lake and I was in Trader's Joe. And I was like, if I see another fucking 38-year-old guy with a mesh back cap and a skateboard in his hand, I'm gonna fucking vomit, because it's time to grow the fuck up and go live in the suburbs and age.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I also so don't go back and don't go into Williamsburg.
It did
don't
feel,
fuck it up for like the young.
It does feel like I felt, I was a like struggling comic like you, and we're in Silver Lake, this East Side Los Angeles neighborhood, kind of hipsters. I never was a hipster, but it felt, kind of like you fit in because you're of the right age group and you're trying to make it in a, an art field.
Yeah.
And then there was like a certain age where I was like, oh, I think I've outgrown, I'm too old. And
get the fuck out.
I'm like not artsy enough, to this isn't the right place anymore.
Yeah.
I always thought it was funny too, to see the 42-year-old hipster and his wife with their kids in like this like hipsterish neighborhood, and you're like, this is okay, this is what you want to do?
I know. It's
Make sure you stay cool.
Stay cool. You're not cool.
You're not cool, man.
No, you're done being cool. And that's fine.
And they're trying too.
I know.
And you can't tell that guy he's not cool. He doesn't accept it.
No, I gotta be cool for her. And also, I don't like it when they tell me what neighborhoods are cool.
Yeah.
It's like in LA when they tried to make North Hollywood the NoHo Arts District.
That was hilarious.
You're like, motherfucker, this is the valley. There's no arts in the valley. You come here to make pornography and live cheaply in the suburbs.
Yeah, you get meth there, and you get robbed, and
there's nothing.
Trying to make that like sex, like North Hollywood sexy.
Yeah, it was so bad. There was nothing in North Hollywood that made it sexy.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's like a hot dog stand. There's some, studios are there kind of, but that's it.
Look at Nadav.
Wait, Nadav, no, I grew up in that neighborhood. It is cool. NoHo Arts District.
It's cool now.
What is already about North Hollywood?
Back when we were in LA, it was on the up and coming. When I lived there, it certainly wasn't cool. But right now, it's cool as shit.
What's cool about North Hollywood?
They got that hot dog place that you talked about. There is a lot of blossoming artists that are moving over there and doing art and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the rent is so high still in North Hollywood.
I think it's like lower than the other places around town, but it's definitely a lot cooler now than what you're thinking. Because I used to think it wasn't cool either, but now
it's pretty cool.
Super cool.
That's also true for areas of Long Beach.
Oh, Long Beach is cool.
Like actually have like very cool shit going on.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Got like very trendy. Not the whole entire
The
city.
LBC.
But there's areas of it that are very cool. Yeah. It happens, man. You know, all that's happening to you right now is you're just getting old. You know?
Just getting old.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I deny you. You know what I really
just got to give it to the kids. Be like, go ahead, kids, have your fun.
Enjoy your Whole Foods and your fucking Lululemon. Oh, you're so cool now. Who cares? You know what though? I do want to become a New Yorker just so I can talk about streets and neighborhoods.
Streets, yes.
You know how they're like, it's on 91 in Lex.
Yeah.
I want to know what the D train and you got to take the BQE or whatever. Like I want to know how to talk like that.
Yeah.
That would be really neat.
This is a mission of yours.
That's one of my bucket list things. I want to
understand.
Yep.
Street names of New York City.
The demographic, and how to navigate public transportation and how hey, you want to go uptown? This is the best way to do that or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a dream of mine. That and the London Tube, I'd like to learn, and I want to see the Aurora Borealis. Those are my things right now that I want to work on.
You haven't taken the Tube?
I've taken the Tube in London, but I want to know that one way better.
Oh, okay.
Because I like that one. That's kind of neat.
Well, you already know 124th and 1st Avenue Wagon House Apartment 2C. It's Spanish Harlem.
That's so crazy. And by the way, the dichotomy, it's pretty. I was driving into Brooklyn and I was like, Jesus Christ, this looks like fucking Lithuania. Like it's bombed out, looks like shit. And then 2 seconds later, you're like, Williamsburg, Target or whatever.
Do you remember? Because I remember if Louis' reaction when we told him where RPC lives, and he was like, wow, up there? He goes, oh God. He's like, it's so bleak. It's like 1972 New York. He's like, he lives there? It was it was like a immediate reaction. Yeah. And it was because he actually knew those cross streets, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the kind of referential knowledge I would like to have of Jew Dork titties. Where they're like 93rd, 1st Avenue, and 5th. And you're like,
I get it.
Oh, I know where
it just
that is.
sounds cool.
Yeah, it sounds cool to say those things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
you know, I guess it's like we know our freeways, the Angelinos. We always talk in freeway. You take the 405, the 110, the 210.
Thing with the guy. Oh, you want yeah.
You know what makes me crazy here in Austin though?
What?
When people are like, I'll be like, oh, I took my kids to fucking Chuck E. Cheese or whatever. And like, oh, is that off of 9275? And I'm like, I don't fucking know where anything is yet. Don't ask me that.
I still have the geographical knowledge of a tourist here. I don't know fucking anything. It's terrible. You take the loop, take the one loop, and I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know what I took.
I follow the directions.
That's all I do too.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Fucking dumb fucking
Fuck you,
fuck that I
Williamsburg.
am. God.
I know you, Williamsburg, you fuck.
Yeah.
Hello there. Hello. How are you? How are you doing today? I'm fine. How about yourself? Oh man, I'm doing lovely. Here's the foot again.
Wow. Like not a lot phases me. That phased.
Yeah. What is that? Lymphedema?
Yeah, because when I was pregnant with my first, and I gained 80 pounds from eating In-N-Out and Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
I had a lot of swelling. Not like that.
No, not like that. Apparently it says that he's trying to bring lymphedema. Am I saying it right? Awareness?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lacedema.
Yeah, and he's got a really very disturbingly swollen foot.
That's a lot of fluid to retain.
Yeah, and he has it talking to you. He's like, hello, little foot. I don't really feel like it's an awareness video, as this says it is.
I feel like it. He needs to massage the lymph out.
Yeah.
The fluid. You know, he just needs someone to rub those tootsies a little
God damn it.
Yeah, that's gnarly, dude.
I feel like I gotta put something else on that screen.
Okay.
Hey, Instagram, I'm brand new. Never freaking been on ever before. And this is just me driving home here in the Mesa.
I'm curious about her.
So curious.
Yeah. I saw her account And she's like, I'm new to Instagram. I think she has 3 videos, but I want to know the story.
There's so much happening.
There's a lot happening. She's in, as she said, Mesa, I think. It's in Arizona. Looks like she's driving in the desert. She has pretty wild dental history.
And she does the I tuck my snot rag in my bra strap, which is what I've been doing my whole life too. So she knows that trick.
And my guess would be this is drug related.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something. I saw something on her page. I'll tell you what it says.
You found this chick?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit that. That's not her. That might be her. Yeah, that's her right there. So scroll up. It says help this poor lady.
Oh.
So if you go to the GoFundMe, can you bring that to get the confidence to smile at my father? Okay, let's see what it says here. Make that bigger. My name is Kristen, and I'm terrified to see my father or him to see me with the lack of teeth. I dread my father having to walk me down the aisle to my fiance standing at the altar, looking at the repulsive embarrassment that is my smile. My teeth have kept me from getting hired, caused a lot of people to treat me differently, severely affected the way I see myself. Worst of all, my smile keeps me from seeing my dad. I plan to get full dentures. Please make this happen. Well, what? Where? What's your look for?
No, nothing. This is a very cool GoFundMe.
What do you mean?
No,
what? Say what you're thinking.
This is very cool. I think we should help her.
That's not what you're thinking, though. What are you actually thinking? I don't understand.
No, nothing. It's just like I hope she gets help. I think
that's why you're smiling. What is he doing?
I don't know. Wait, why are you being invasive? Just tell me.
No, I'm not being invasive. I'm just like, did you already see this GoFundMe before?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm learning of it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I still don't know what he's doing. Send her a message. Ask her to come on the podcast. Tell her we want to talk to her. And then we'll tell her something if she does the podcast with us.
Sounds good.
That's
you got it.
That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I did not see this before. All I saw was that video. And like Christina said, there's a lot going on in that video. There's so much to break down.
There's a lot to ask. Yeah. Why do you live in the middle of the desert? And what are you driving? Is this a golf cart?
Those are 2 of the questions. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that alone, I'm like, is she at Burning Man? I didn't know.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You can take that down. Thank you.
That would be great. I would. Yeah.
Pretty. Oh my God. Do you remember the Garth thing?
Do I? The whole world remembers the Garth thing.
So
this is changing the media.
I don't see Garth thing in here. Am I missing this? Okay. But for people that don't know though, we need to have So we've had an email and a follow-up email about Garth's jet it was I think at the hangar in Nashville, and the dude that cleaned it was like, oh, there's a huge fucking shit stain and there's like brown shit on the carpet, and we've tried to clean it, didn't even come up. And then he said, they're actually not great about paying the bills, and they want you to like do this for them, and like all this stuff where you're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? And the details of it are here. I'll see if I can. Okay, so there you go. Look at this. Like that's on the outside of the toilet, and look at the brown. Look at that.
So much brown, dude.
So much brown.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it looks like somebody actually exploded inside, right?
Yeah, like they diarrhea browned everywhere.
Yep. Yeah. So anyway, we got a follow up from him, and then all of a sudden this message comes in. It just says, Hey, the video and information about Garth Jet was untrue.
Oh.
This is what this person...
Yeah.
I work for a cleaning service in Nashville, but never cleaned Garth's jet. I'm being sued by my boss for loss of business. I did not mean for that content to be published. Please take it down. It really is all a lie. I would have no way of knowing if Garth paid for a cleaning or not. Don't really have any money to my name. Would really reduce my chances of being sued if the YMH clip episode was taken down. I'm not exactly sure what he's asking. But we definitely put it out there that all that's not true. Garth pays his bills.
Of course.
And didn't shit all over his bathroom floor in his jet.
Of course not.
And Miss Yearwood probably didn't either.
Never.
Even though she looks like she could take a hefty shit. So let it be known. They pay their bills.
They pay their bills.
And this is, I'm sure everything is up to snuff there.
Your mom's house exclusive. You smelt it here first.
That's right, Tom.
So we just making what's important. Now you guys know. So I just wanted to make that clear. We both started today. We got up and we did fitness.
We did.
And you made an astonishing observation.
Okay. Hold on.
Because we got up.
Yeah.
Kiddos go to school.
Yeah.
And then we have a hour and a half, 2 hours before we then have to get in the car and come here to the office. We both did our separate fitness routines. In the car, you made a mind-blowing observation. Would you like to share it with the audience?
I would like to share that, Tom. Well, first of all, Your Honor, let me point out that I've been in a fitness group with these women every day. I walk 10,000 steps every day. I watch my diet, and I work out twice a week.
Additional workouts, yeah.
So that being said, and I feel like nobody's really said this before.
Ever.
But fitness really makes you feel better. And it really works. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, I know it sounds
also
so stupid.
HBO has a new show called Game of Thrones that is fucking phenomenal. You guys should check it out.
Here's the deal: is that I've always I've done stuff like Pilates twice a week or something, but I've never done 10,000 steps a day and then worked out on top of it, and then
your
done
workouts
the diet.
are with the ladies coaches you guys online.
Yes.
And has bands and all this, right? You're getting planks and push-ups and all different routines.
She's amazing.
Right. So one of the things I've observed about you over the years is that when it comes to fitness, you're like, I've showed you try this, and you go, that doesn't feel good. And I go, well, yeah, it's not a massage. This is a workout. And you're like, yeah, but it doesn't feel like it's straining and stressful, and my legs are burning. I'm like, that's the workout part. You don't like workouts.
I don't like to feel pain or sweat or stuff.
Yeah.
I'll just say the name. So it's this comedian, Stacia Patwell is her name. And during the pandemic, she started the School of Thought, THOT, that hoe over there. And she started to train female comics and women.
Yeah.
And I saw so many girls losing weight and looking amazing.
Who did amazing? Was what's her name? Bites?
Laura Bites.
Man, completely transformed.
So shout out to Stacia. I mean, she's a comic too. And I guess she started doing this during the pandy. And Laura lost a ton of weight with Stacia.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I was stalking Stacia for a while on her Instagram, contemplating, should I do this program? Should I do it? And finally I was like, what? It's now or never,
Sure.
And I am loving it. So this is what I like about her. To speak to what you're saying.
Yeah.
My problem with fitness has always been that I've been but I don't like it. It hurts and it doesn't feel good. But then everybody I've ever done exercise with or trainers have been just push. It just feels great. Doesn't it feel great to be fit? And I'm like, I don't share your mentality. But what I like about Stacia is her workout. She'll literally be like, okay, this is going to fucking suck more than anything that's ever fucking sucked in your life. You're going to fucking hate this. Just fucking say it. It sucks. But watch, you're going to look hot in your bathing suit. You're going to feel better in your body. Yeah. And what's worse, the pain of not doing it and hating your body, or the pain of doing what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
And like, it took that woman's mentality. And I was like,
I needed the right coach.
Oh.
Sometimes you just need the right coach.
I'm not the freak for not liking this shit.
Sure.
She doesn't like it, but she looks amazing.
Right.
You cannot like it and still do it.
That's true.
But I didn't know that. I thought I had to like stuff to do it. That's my problem.
Okay.
I'm serious, but you know how like it takes one person to change your dumb brain, and you're like, oh my God, I've been thinking wrong my whole life on this issue, you know?
Yeah.
But it's really helped me, even just walking every day.
Yeah.
It's so much, it's good for fitness is good for you guys.
Fitness is good, yeah. And we're doing, by the way, we're doing Sober October again this year. 3 of the 4 of us thought it would be really good for one of us. I'll let you guess which one. But yeah, we're doing it, right? We're actively in it right now.
Yeah.
Ari Schaefer, Joe, Bart, and myself are sober for the month, completely sober. We have a challenge, 2 components to our challenge of like burning certain calories per day. In addition, everybody has to do 100 push-ups a day, and they can't be like Bert-style push-ups. They're supposed to be real push-ups.
Okay, what's Bert's way of doing a push-up?
A quarter of a push-up.
Oh.
Like going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah. I need that
zero.
clip pulled for me, like of him doing that, so I can send it to the group to mock him. Thanks.
You got it. Yeah. So sorry. Go over it again. You have to do 10,000 steps too.
No, you don't have to do 10,000 steps. We're not chicks. We're doing. No, we right now I don't know if it's going to change actually. 500 calorie burn in a workout every day, all 31 days.
That's
and 100
wild.
push-ups a day, all 31 days.
Damn.
And be sober all 31 days.
Yeah.
And you can obviously do more, but you can't do less. It's what we're doing is we're going back to one time we did the like when it's competition, like who can beat who. Everybody gets kind of crazy. You know, Joe gets real crazy. We all get kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. And I think it's to the detriment of your life.
Yeah.
So this is like more of the just be disciplined about doing this every day.
Yeah.
And making you, you know, when we did the yoga challenge, it doesn't sound like we talked, but it doesn't sound that crazy. It's 15 for the month. 15 yoga sessions in the month. And you go, that's not that crazy. But, you know, your life dictates certain busy things. And all of a sudden you miss a few days. And now you're having to do those, you know, like, oh shit, I got to do 8 days in a row. And you have to really commit. So we just thought it would be good to have something that you have to commit to daily.
Daily.
Meaning, you know, October, I mean, I'm traveling this whole month.
Yeah, your life is busy.
I'm touring. I have the kid. It's a busy, and we're doing these. So I have to figure out, you know, I don't have a single day where I can go, well, not today. So that means, you know, you go to bed earlier. You just got to be more disciplined.
And with this group that I'm doing too,
yeah,
it's the peer pressure of the accountability.
Yes.
That really motivates me.
That always works for us in Sober October.
It works.
Yeah.
And also like prioritizing, like what you said, like I could have slept in today and not started walking, but
yes,
you know, you just make it a priority.
Another component of that group thing, it's better when it's people you actually know and are friends with.
Yeah.
If you put me in a group with strangers,
it's not gonna matter.
Less like, I'd be like, I don't give a shit. Like, who are these? But when it's your friends,
yeah,
and you go like, oh, I can't
can't let them down.
Yeah.
And it's fun to encourage them.
Yeah.
Do you guys encourage each other, or are you strictly shit talks?
It kind of wavers. It goes back and forth. It's like, you suck. You're a piece of shit. You know, everybody knows how much you suck. And then like when you see someone who's like really maybe struggling, it all turns into encouragement.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. You guys are that. I think that's good. The highly competitive side was like you guys were. Everyone's peeing blood by the end of the month, and it's just too aggressive. It's not fun it ruins your spouse's lives. Your
everybody
lives.
talked about that.
Thank you.
Dietary
I appreciate
wise,
that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. You also are doing the diet, like the food. You're being strict with the food. That's a big component.
Yeah, that's a hugie. And I've had to eat fat-free cheese, which makes me want to die. I want to fucking die.
Sugarless candy.
I don't even do it. Like fat-free cheese is like sugar-free candy or decaf coffee. It's like what I'd rather die. I'd just rather not
How would you
have it.
describe those things?
What do you mean?
How would you describe fat-free cheese, sugarless candy, and decaf coffee?
The shit that makes me want to fucking die.
Oh, I thought you had a whole like.
Well, they're fucking gay and they suck.
yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's
fucking
some of the labels
sucks
say
and
that.
it's gay.
You know that? It says this is fat-free cheese. It's gay and it sucks.
It's gay and it sucks, but you're gonna look hot.
Right.
That's the trade-off. Is you're like, yeah, it's gay and it fucking
I'll
sucks.
go without cheese
but
if it's fat-free cheese. I really will.
That's how I'm feeling.
I also feel like if you're doing, here's the thing though, are you being a big fat slobby piece of shit about how you use cheese?
No.
Or are you just like sprinkling some cheese on? Because I will do full fat cheese and just enjoy the taste of it.
Yeah.
But you just gotta, you gotta be moderate with it. If you're going like dumping just mountains of cheese on there, it's different. It's a huge difference too. And restaurants, I'm on the road all the time, so many times I'll get an omelet. And I've had omelets where you're like, yeah, with cheese, and it comes out and it's like a goddamn fucking pizza. It looks like a what's it called? Like the cannoli or whatever. Like it looks like a
calzone.
A calzone. It's like oozing out of it, and I'm like, come on. So then you have to go light cheese. And when you say light cheese, sometimes they'll just dust it. And that's all you want, I think.
Yeah,
You
just a smattering.
Yeah.
Well, I was told that I can go to light cheese, not fat-free cheese.
There you go. Well, then try that.
I'll try that. Does that even exist in America?
Yeah.
I feel like in Canada.
No,
okay.
it is. Yeah.
Have you tried light cheese? Does that make you want to kill yourself too?
No, it's not like fat-free. Fat-free it's gay and it sucks. But
but light cheese is not gay. It's bisexual.
No, right. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Doesn't suck that bad.
Doesn't suck that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how fucking gay is decaf coffee?
It's so gay. I took a decaf pod because in these
Ew.
hotels they'll have like
Why?
the strong stuff, the moderate, and decaf, and I've thrown it off the balcony before, just out the window.
Yeah, who's drinking decaf? Why coffee tastes?
I just like the taste.
It's terrible. Coffee tastes terrible.
You do it for the effect.
Yeah.
To get fucking gacked. That's why you drink coffee. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee for it certainly tastes like shit. Your breath smells like shit.
Your breath
it
smells
stains
like
your
somebody's
teeth.
shit in your mouth. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm always thinking about is our kids? Because like when you talk to your mom has that coffee mom.
Remember your
breath.
friend?
Stop. I've talked about that on this show.
You have
4 or 5 times already.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say it again? I'll say it again because
Sure.
I feel like it's one of those things you need to hear. I had a friend whose mother would wake up in the morning, not brush her teeth.
Bert. Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Not brush teeth.
Yeah. They both do that.
Stop.
I swear. I was like,
Stop.
and they thought it was normal. I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like,
You don't want the taste of the toothpaste to mess up what you eat and you drink.
Oh my God.
yeah.
So wait, hold on. So
And
this
she was like, well, that's what we did in Georgia too.
ew.
Yeah.
So, but this woman would eat breakfast, drink her coffee, and then lunchtime would come. Still no teeth brushing. And it wouldn't happen until after lunch. And her kids were like, dude, your breath is banging. And she goes, well, I don't like the taste of the mint. And they're like, yeah, but mom, you can get bubblegum flavored chocolate. There's mango. Like they
Also, it's upsetting to talk to you. They
it's
told her,
disgusting.
Yeah, they told her what, and then you said that she was like, oh, really?
And then she figured out, and then she liked cinnamon. She chose cinnamon toothpaste. So wait, so when does Bert eventually brush?
They do it like after breakfast. So they wake up and they have coffee and
I don't know
eat,
about that.
And then and I'm like, you don't brush your teeth first thing in the morning? He was like, mm-mm.
I can't brush my teeth fast enough.
That's what I am too. And I also didn't think, it's one of those things where I didn't know that anybody didn't do that. I just assumed that the world woke up and they were like, I got morning mouth. I want to clean this.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that only poor people use washcloths. I didn't know that.
Oh, washcloths.
Yeah. So I just thought this was like a thing. And then he was like, and then other people were like, yeah, I also wait until I have my coffee, I eat, then I brush my teeth. I'm like, so you wake up and you just carry that mouth into your first meal. I'm like, yep. I don't like the way the food tastes after I clean it. So that's what they do. Yeah. There's fucking gross people
I
everywhere.
Fucking puke right now.
Yeah. Well, they're disgusting.
Oh my God.
They are disgusting. That is a disgusting habit.
You know what? Speaking of washcloths.
Yeah.
Like I am so averse to, I would rather, for instance, our little one took the gnarliest dump the other day. And it was one of those dumps where I was like, there's no amount of wiping that this is going to.
I've done it where you're like, I just went through a whole pack to wipe your ass.
I'm like, I'm not going to do this. I just threw him in the shower and I just barehanded put soap on it and cleaned shit off my kid's ass.
Yeah.
But I washed my hand. Like, I don't keep the caca on there.
Who would keep the caca on the hand?
But I mean, I understand the logic of like, I should have maybe grabbed but then now you're just getting shit on a washcloth. And then what am I going to do? Put the washcloth in the laundry and put it in with my clothes. So I would rather just get caca on my hand.
I remember the first time I was offered a washcloth by a poor friend.
So poor.
He was so poor. And I stayed at his family's house. And I was like, I'm going to take a shower. And then they gave me like a towel and soap and then a little towel. I go, what's this? He's like, a washcloth. I go, what? He's like, washcloth? And I go, oh, I'm not poor. And he was like, what? And I just threw it back to him.
But it is, right? Because I don't understand it. I never used them. We never used them.
Yeah.
It is for poor people, right?
Yes, of course.
Like, who uses washcloths? Do Americans?
People on welfare. What are you talking about?
Do Israelis use washcloths?
We do not, but it sounds like Nebraska Chad does.
Midwesterners use them?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Only my grandma called them washcloths.
Washcloths.
I mean,
but
it's a fucking farmland.
I know.
Yeah,
I also think it's the more conservative places where like they don't want to touch their genitals with their hands.
Yeah.
Probably like they're more puritanical. So they're like, oh, ew, that's gross to touch your own body parts with your hands. Do black people use washcloths any?
Yeah, I think most of them do. I don't know. I never did. I always just pour the shit in my hands and I just lather it. Yeah, like a rich nigga. Because I got it like that,
nigga. Oh, also to Annie's point, so there's a black lady in my accountability group.
Yeah.
And ranch dressing was in one of the recipes, and she was like, I don't do ranch. Can I do something else? And I thought about you. I was like, oh my God, Annie was right.
Yeah.
Shouldn't do ranch.
Shouldn't do ranch. Does she do mayo?
Fuck no, dude.
Have you heard her say it?
Thousand Island. Oh yeah, she's told me that before.
Yeah.
But ranch I've never heard her say ranch specific. And she was like, I don't do ranch. And I was like, hilarious.
Yeah. Mayo based, right?
Hilarious.
It's those white sauces. I'm trying to tell you. They're trying to get at us. You can't let them in.
Can't let them in. Yeah.
I got to go peachy real quick.
No, wait. Why don't we just take a break? We'll be back with our guest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect.
All right. Welcoming back to the program for the 8th time. He has a new special. Doug is going to be released on Moment tomorrow, October 6th. Give it up for Matt Braunger, everybody.
Hey, thank you. This is awesome. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It has. You know, you gave us one of our favorite sayings on this show.
Ever. We say it all the time.
Go ahead and say it, Tom.
Same strokes for everybody.
Same strokes, same folks.
Yeah, same. Everybody likes the same stuff.
Everybody's the same.
Yeah. We're all the same. I mean, it's wild. I've said that, like, a version of that where it's just like, we can argue all day about everything, but like everybody wants the same thing. You know what I mean? Like you want your kid to grow up healthy and all this stuff. Sure. Everything else is kind of just blah. But yeah, it's like I said it to be an idiot.
No, but you said it also. I thought you also, we talked about how It also applies to when people go like, that sucks. And you're like, well, that sucks to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you go, well, I like this music more. Or this is what's good. It's like, yeah, to you.
To you.
Right.
Yeah. Oh God. You know how freeing it is, especially as a comedian, when you reach a point where you're just like, that's not for me.
Oh, it's
Rather
great.
than, that sucks.
Yeah. That sucks is like
into
your 20s.
What?
And then you get into, you're like,
Except for Williamsburg. Williamsburg sucks.
Oh, this is part of today's conversation.
Okay.
Christina.
Let's dump on William's beard.
I'm just being an oldie.
A boomer, and
a boomer.
She is she's reluctant to accept that neighborhoods that are now cool. She's like, I don't accept that they're cool. She liked Williamsburg 20 years ago.
Yes,
when it was Polish.
Well,
and sausages.
And it was still fun and cool. Like now it's a hotel. Like the whole thing is a boutique hotel.
Exactly.
It's bananas, and you just see Puerto Ricans squeezed between, like, holding on to their little piece, where a guy comes by every day, like, you gonna sell? Come on, like, it's So I mean, that's like next level gentrification on a banana scale.
But I'm not even that smart as you. I'm just like, I refuse to recognize you. I won't acknowledge you, Williamsburg,
100%.
as cool. Like I'm so angry at it.
Well,
and I'm not sure.
it's like Tom Cruise. Like, you know how Tom Cruise, he's kind of cool, but he tries so hard. He tries harder than any human being has ever tried.
He really tries.
And that kind of uncools you.
If you're trying too hard.
When you show up and you're like, fuck, I just did like 20,000 sit-ups. What are we doing? And you're like, we're going to the gym now, Tom.
Yeah.
Can you relax? You're stressing me out, man.
That's right.
Williamsburg is like that. Like, there's a hotel there that bought the airspace around it so no one can build and block their views.
That's smart.
And it looks like some kind of space alien, like, warlord put a spike in the ground. It just goes up, like, it's called like the Wyeth or something.
Gangster move.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, like, you have money, like, you own several islands.
What Zuckerberg did in his neighborhood, right? Because he's one of like the very few mega billionaires.
Right.
That he doesn't live in a palace. He lives in a, I don't know, like a 4-bedroom house or something in a reasonable neighborhood.
Yeah.
So he bought all the houses in the neighborhood, everybody's house. He bought everybody's house.
Yeah.
And then he lets them, he bought it for overvalue, and then they get to lease it back.
It's in the Mission, right?
Yeah.
In San Francisco.
Now maybe maybe now he's got a fucking estate. But this is a few years ago.
Yes.
Remember he and his wife kept this, like, everyone's like, you live in this house? This is just like a regular house.
Yeah.
But he bought the neighborhood.
Wow.
My friend,
baller shit.
It's either Nato Green, who, like, a friend of mine who's from the Mission, like back when it was, not to be like, when it was the Mission, but like basically how you're saying Williamsburg.
Yeah. I don't see you, New Mission.
His mom's house, I think, got where he grew up. Zuckerberg bought it and put an elevator in it for his car. Like, I don't know if that's his house we're talking about.
Yeah.
It might have been something he bought, like, for his
fiefdom. I just learned that was a while ago. He now owns 10 homes. So like 10 homes that are for him.
Yeah.
So he got into the fun of being a fucking billionaire.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean,
finally.
Overvalue, that's great.
Yeah.
And that's cool, but I think just at that point, though, where it's just like, where's the happiness?
Yeah.
I know.
How do you have fun?
Well, you have fun buying 10 homes.
Okay.
And that's the fun, is you own pieces of Hawaii and
ask a stupid question.
yeah,
I guess.
and you get,
you do anything you want.
Sure.
Yeah.
What would be the fun of being that wealthy if you didn't ball out super hard? I mean,
I wish we had more like crazy, like, vengeance billionaires.
Yeah.
That were kind of taking out their angst in crazy ways on other billionaires. So we have like billionaire wars.
That'd be great.
I want to see these guys like Godzilla versus King Kong. I want to see them like lock up WWE style.
I talked to a security guy one time who worked for a multi-billionaire that everybody knows.
Okay.
And I was like, so, what's he like? What's it like to go out with him? He's like, well, he doesn't have a wallet. And I go, what? He's like, yeah, like, we would go out with like a group, and when he wants something, he would just be like, I want that, and then one of us would get it. And then
100%.
if dinner comes, like, one of us has a car, but he doesn't actually have a wallet.
Of course not.
Just
that's great.
That's a great luxury, actually. How lovely.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hold a phone either. Can someone hold my phone? I'm so over it.
He's like in pajama bottoms, bare feet. like, who is this bum?
This one time, the time that I flew with Mike Tyson, one of the coolest things that I saw was that you don't realize it is annoying, not like a hindrance to life, but to grab your bags. From, like you're like, oh, it's part of how you do it.
Yes.
He flew with a dude who would grab the bags.
Wow.
So he walked onto the plane just like this. And then when he got up, the guy was like, I got your bags, Mike. And so Mike just walked free.
That's great.
I was like, oh, yeah.
Such a good luxury.
And ironic that it's a guy who's amongst the top 90% physically strong.
Oh, yeah,
human
exactly.
beings. For his age.
Yeah.
For his age. Like that video of him just throwing punches.
Oh, my God.
Horrifying.
He's 50-something years old.
Would still
devastate.
knock your eyes out of your head.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kill you. You would die. Yeah. You would definitely die.
I know this sounds so dumb, but yesterday I spent the morning doing life maintenance things. Like I got to call the vet and then I got to fucking schedule. And I was like, I'm so angry that I have to do these things. Like I would pay a premium to I'm sure that's called a personal assistant.
That's all that is. Yeah. It's not that crazy.
Yeah. You guys don't have personal assistants? I'm just saying. Right now I'm in a compound where I'm pretty sure there's a couple Blackwater dudes with heavy artillery that are guarding this place. In my mind, I was going to come out and joke about dropping a location pin on Instagram and be like, "There's people coming over," and you guys would be like, "What the fuck? You out of mind?" So I'll throw this out there. We're in Waco. If you're looking for us,
we are in Waco.
No, but like you guys are. I'm surprised you guys don't have.
I just feel it's kind of weird. That's why it feels like so out there. Like I can't call my vet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who am I? I can't schedule my kid's dentist appointment. Like, I think that's when you're out of touch with reality.
Oh, so that's me.
That's what I'm saying. You need this person. You need this person.
Oh, I have one. It's you.
It's my wife.
No.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, Kara has clients who have personal assistants, and I've like kicked it with them and stuff, and I was been like, so what exactly do you cover?
What do they do?
These are comedians, personal assistants.
Yeah.
So like, our lives.
Yeah.
We work an hour a day.
Yeah.
We eat ice cream.
Sure.
Masturbate.
Yeah. You got it. You pretty nailed
all
like the big
essentials,
ones. Yeah.
For mental health.
Sure.
But like, it's not as if we are running these massive multinational companies or anthropological digs are going on.
It is a
or
nice
something.
luxury though to be like call the dentist.
Oh my God. Like if just never waiting on hold again the rest of your life.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Hey, I want that. Get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when you have that kind of power though, like the no wallet thing and pajama bottoms.
No
in the
wallet
club,
is another level.
That's another
no wallet,
level.
no phone.
Yeah.
That you're going to start pushing it. You know what I mean?
It's a good thing if you want barriers between people and you, which is like what those guys all want.
Mm-hmm.
Those they don't want everyone texting, calling, asking for shit. So they're like, no, you got to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
And that guy will talk to this guy, and that guy might tell me.
Right.
To tell him to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's funny. There's monetary status and there's earned status.
Yes.
And I feel like those guys want earned status so bad. Like
Sure.
Neil Brennan had this funny bit about like Trump doesn't like dictators. He likes famous people, but no famous people to talk to him except dictators.
That's true.
So that's why
So
Yeah.
true.
it's such a great bit. It's one of those I love jokes like that
so
where your
true.
focus just slaps into sight and you're like, oh yeah, that's it. Like when Leonardo DiCaprio's or Jeff Bezos tried to just hork down Leo's dick in front of him, like in front of Jeff.
Yeah.
Like she was on him.
His girl. Yeah.
Bezos' girl was on,
And
and
she
I
was
mean,
like-
on a podcast with this kind of reach, I have probably a week to live. Bezos is going to have me.
He did that joke.
asked.
He also posted a joke that next week. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He went on a hike and it said like dangerous, cliff, like, and then he tagged Leo like, "Hey Leo, why don't you
I
come
did
here?"
not know that.
Yeah, you can find that. Jeff Bezos.
Oh.
Leo DiCaprio. Yeah, he did that the week after. First, you should pull up Leo's girlfriend.
Okay.
Or excuse me, Jeff Bezos' girlfriend, and the photo of her staring at him at that party.
So in love.
It's
so in love.
so
And Leo
amazing.
pushing like, hey,
Yeah, like she is just.
please stay in your lane.
Look at her.
Done? Yeah, well, she's over 25.
And then look at that look right
he's
there.
allergic.
That one where the cursor, like The
Look
way
at him.
that
Look at Jeff.
Oh
and
my
Bezos
Jeff.
is like, all right.
Look at her. Her neck couldn't be cranked.
know.
How tall is Leonardo DiCaprio?
Not that tall.
No,
Jesus.
she's not. She's getting low.
Yeah.
She's getting
low for the load. And then
Jesus.
That week, Bezos posted on his Twitter a picture of him at this. I was on a hike. It said like dangerous fall. You know that thing.
Yeah.
You should.
What
just,
is
you should Google. Jeff Bezos.
What is his backdrop?
Leonardo,
Like a
Jesus
space
fucking
laser
Christ.
he's going to use to destroy us all?
I know. What is that, Terminator?
That's crazy.
Well, did you hear that Leo just broke up with his recent 25?
He did.
Oh.
I want to show you something. It's not even funny.
I know.
He looks so serious.
Yeah, I mean,
I will murder you.
Yeah. And
I don't even have anyone with me, man.
And by the way, I've had so many people killed before.
I got robots in the trees. I have a satellite that'll cause a heart attack.
Steep cliff, fatal drop.
With an
That's
invisible
it.
beam
Jesus.
that will go through your roof.
I like that he got jacked in his 50s.
So
Yeah. Well, and he's doing the lean. Every guy knows where your muscles poke
But he did.
out.
Have you ever seen the picture of him from like the 90s? And he's like he's a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
And then they show him at this at that conference, that billionaire conference they all go to, and he's just like, that picture of him. Yeah, that far left one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
right.
my God.
You know, that's
still
him.
normal. Looks like a normal dad.
Oh my God.
He looks like a fun teacher.
That's him when he's starting Amazon. And that's when he has $200 billion on the right.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's walking to kill someone with his hands that is his henchmen are holding. They're holding this guy, and he's going to come
his
strangle him.
warehouse workers are like, we want cool air in the warehouse. He's like, fuck you. All right.
We're out of bottles to pee in. I know we can't have bathroom breaks.
Coming
Isn't
out of
that
my
crazy,
fucking
though?
margins.
That just how getting jacked makes you attractive. Like I was watching some of these douchebags on TikTok, and he was like, "Listen, ladies," he's like, "if your face is like a 5, make your body a 10, and that way you're like an 8." And I was like, "But he's not wrong." Like, wait a minute. Like if you're, it does make a difference. Look at Jeff Bezos. Like he's just like this nerd dude, and now he's like Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
And he's kind of hot.
He does look far, far better. I was at.
So wait, did you just make the observation that
Go ahead.
if you get in shape, you're more attractive?
I will say this though.
And fitness feels good.
And
it
feels good,
does.
yes.
I will say this though. Going like not so much back to the Tom Cruise thing, but like he doesn't. Like he looks incredible, and he's definitely got someone that's like, hey, stop, don't lift that much. You get too veiny. Like they're those guys who are like my age and older that are like, wow, you're really ripped, and it's like it looks terrifying.
Too much rip.
You know,
yeah.
like he has like a thumb-sized vein running down his face into his neck.
You can go
for no
hardcore on
reason.
anything. Too much.
Yeah, I think that makes that would make his girl like cheat with a dude with a gut. You know what I mean? Just for the comfort.
Just be normal.
You know?
I mean, The Rock is like scary ripped.
Yes.
Like it's not like, that guy's in shape. He looks like he's a manufactured.
But he still has that rich human being smooth skin.
Yeah.
That's the key.
And his teeth.
Great
His
teeth.
are like-
Teeth are so important.
Yeah.
Man.
He's got
It's
rich
like,
guy
but
teeth.
why did they get super veiny? Like, remember Madonna in the early 2000s was really into yoga and she really leaned out.
It's
Like,
because
what's the
there's-
veininess?
There's no body fat.
There's no fat.
Yeah,
No
the
fat.
Body
And-
fat goes.
and
I don't
then-
even know what that means. Like,
Yeah.
I've never had that.
I mean, if your body fat is gone, you're gonna be more vascular.
Yeah.
So thin people.
And
you
she
see the
got
veins.
work done and got Botox and got a butt implant, and
Yeah.
it was just
Now it's a lot.
Women go especially the pop stars.
Oh yeah,
they age and they go fucking crazy. I feel bad for
Right.
them in a way
Oh, it's
because
brutal.
you realize that part of what everyone said when they're at the height of their fame is they're like, you're so hot, you're so beautiful, you're so gorgeous,
Yeah.
you're so sexy. And they hear that for like a decade, and then life takes its natural course.
Yes.
And you become less, and then they're like, but I gotta be hot, and I
Yeah.
gotta be beautiful, and I gotta be gorgeous.
And she jumped from cool platform to cool platform
Yes.
for decades.
Now she's like in her 60s, and she's like,
she's like, I'm still relevant. It's like, just calm down. It's okay. You did it.
Exactly. And if you just were like cool about it, everyone's just like, you're fucking Madonna.
You're
It doesn't matter.
awesome.
It doesn't
when
matter.
You're 90, you're Madonna.
Yeah.
So what's worse? being the hot chick and then losing it, or being a Jeff Bezos your whole life, a fucking dork, having to make billions of dollars and then getting jacked later in life.
What do you mean, which is worse?
Well, because she gets it a little. Here's why. Because, well, I mean, you're.
But how's it worse? How is he
you-
even in the equation? How's that worse?
Which one, Jeff Bezos?
Yeah.
Because you're an unfuckable dork. You have to make a lot of money for a woman to even touch your dick. So woman doesn't even want to look at you until you're in those millies. So it creates resentment. You know what you look like. You can't really change that a whole lot. And then you get jacked and rich, and then you're like, oh, now you fucking like me?
Oh, I don't think he minds at all.
You think so?
I don't think he minds at all.
You don't think he's got that resentment?
I think fun teacher, fun uncle Jeff Bezos, the one we saw before, it's like a couple of chicks would throw him a fuck. I think like he could find that one, that steady woman who's like, I like a nerd. You know what I mean? He did, yeah. And then, you know,
they split.
They split. Yeah. But like, you know, yeah, I think would you rather be Madonna or Jeff Bezos is a weird. So I can answer you right away, but it's also, I will say, as someone with a guilty conscience, though, it's like Bezos. It's like so much damage he's caused, you know. I mean, it's like what a company and all that jazz and what an empire. But at the same time, it's just like I don't want that kind of attention. You know what I mean? Like Madonna wrote songs that people will always love, as crazy as she might look now.
Sure,
you know. You're throwing Borderline right now? I'm getting out of this chair.
There's all kinds of songs. I mean, she had jam after jam. It was
so many jams.
Hit City. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she was the fucking coolest person on earth for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. When those nudes came out and she was like, so what? And everyone's like, wait, but you're supposed to we can all see your tits. And she was like, I don't care.
She also didn't seem like she was saying this to be cool, but she would be like, I like to fuck.
Yeah.
And I get laid when I want to.
Yes.
And it didn't seem like I'm trying to sound like that.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, this is authentic.
Yeah.
This chick
She's
is
so gorgeous.
this person.
Yeah.
She was so gorgeous. I mean, look at her there.
But see, that sentence is what kills her.
I know.
Isn't that funny? Is that you go, she was. She can't accept that we're talking about 30 years ago.
It does. Well, I mean, our society does not let women in the public eye, especially ones that were seen as super hot and super cool, as we won't let them age.
Yeah.
It's like you're not allowed.
Some of them choose to just age gracefully, though.
Sure.
You know, like it's a choice.
Yeah.
But I also think the pressure's got to be unbelievable.
Unreal.
Yeah.
When you have people who are making money off of you and they're just like, you got to hot
And
up.
you're a sex, you're
And
part of
there
what
are
you sell is your
bitches
sexiness.
that aged, like Cher aged really, really well. Like there are bitches who do. And so you're like, why can't I just do what she's doing? Or why can't I be who that is? And I guess, I don't know. I still think I'd be an angry Jeff Bezos, I guess. Cause I
don't
maybe because I am
though.
a woman and I am losing my
But do you
look.
think
and
he's
I'm
angry?
in it. And
That's
I'm
not
okay.
true.
But you know what I mean? Like this is an inevitability.
No,
this is like the
you
natural
look so
arc.
much worse. Like, can I just tell you?
But it's life to lose.
What? Why do we invite this asshole back?
But
Sorry,
imagine the anger of being an unfuckable dork. Like I think I would just be so angry.
I don't think he's as angry as you think.
I've lived it, Christina. Are you kidding me? I was born without a chin. You know how? What?
So you've lived the Jeff Bezos arc, is what you're saying.
I was just kind of a big dork all my life, and
Did you ever resent anger
cracking
for that?
wise, and yeah, you'd get mad sometimes. Look at that. Look on the far right. Look at how fat I am.
You're so adorable. No, but
I
you
mean,
were so fun.
But like I'm in all of those. I'm at least in my 30s.
Okay.
So I back in junior high school, 20s. There were times where I'm just like
mad at the world, or just mad? Or you'd be mad at a woman? Fucking,
it's hard to
be
say.
like, I'll crack your neck.
I feel like I would get. I just would get. I found it more depressing than anything if someone was just like. Oh, you know what it was? Here it is. 6th grade, my first school dance. A girl asked a boy to tell him to come over here. Tell that guy I want to dance with him. I was like, cool. I made it halfway across the floor, and she saw me, and she went she looked past me at the dude and was like, no, take him back. I'm just out there, and I remember that the fact that flew to my mind that fast, where I was like a Monet, great in the distance, get closer, Ugh. You doughy putz, get back. You know?
See, that's what I'm saying. That's real isolation
Yeah.
and real shunning and like.
Well, all those guys, Zuckerberg, Bezos,
I know.
why do you think they built this empire?
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
They worked so hard just to get a woman to fuck them. Like that's to get female approval and companionship. Otherwise, this guy would not be laid, dude.
No,
of course not.
That guy, if you just go like, all right, the sketch artist for the police, if you went and were just like serial killer and you left the room, he would draw that. He would draw that face.
Oh yeah.
Like just dead eyes. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he's a little socially awkward.
Little,
and,
but
you know.
But like women like you if
A lot.
Tommy, you've just been hot your whole life.
Yeah, man,
Just
seriously.
wanted to fuck you.
Oh, it's such a burden.
It really is.
My whole life's been pussy just dripping off of me all the time. Yeah, it's been so easy.
I know.
I was never frustrated.
You were always handsome, though. Your youth, you were so hot, even as like a teenager.
That's what I heard night and day. I'd be like, God, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Well, those dumb bitches.
To be fair, you were in Florida.
Yeah, for
Pretty
part
easy
of it.
to win
Yeah,
sometimes.
you can win
certain parts.
You can win a lot there.
I thought you were hot. I would have banged you. when you
Oh,
were in high
thanks.
school.
I wish you could have told 8th grade Tom that.
I thought you were going to just whip out some girl's name that you still think about from back then or something.
Oh, I was there. It was on the tip of his tongue, and he stopped it.
Yeah. Wish you would have told Lois McDonald.
Oh,
just some random
Is there
name.
some fucking bitch right now, Tom? You could just be like, look at me now, bitch.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
Except-
just she's listening to this right now. Just a cigarette falls out of her mouth in the trailer she's sitting in, and just.
Except I'd like to pick her up by her neck and hold her.
Got to get those Bezos
Fucking
muscles.
bitch. Get those
Do that.
Bezos muscles going. So tell me, because I'm excited for you. I love that stand-up is going in this direction.
Yeah.
With specials.
Yeah.
Which is comics owning their stuff and putting it out there to their fans and to the world, and then getting people to pay to watch something of value, and then you retaining, your ownership in it.
Yeah.
So where did you shoot it? Where did the idea come from to do it this way? Like, what's the story?
I shot it at Zany's in Nashville.
Great
place.
place.
In October a year ago, and the whole thing. 2020 hit us all like a brick. But I was going to tape like the week that all the clubs were like, fuck it. As I put it, like when in 2020 when all the dick joke emporiums closed down.
So was it like
we
in March?
couldn't
Were you
work.
originally going to shoot it in March or April or
Oh
something?
yeah. It was all set, and
Yeah.
it was just like, and then my wife had a kid, and then like it became this time of just step back and kind of just what's important.
Yeah.
I was apoplectic at first, and then I was like, this isn't a big deal, and then I threw away at least half that material. Because like all that shit happened. My wife and I drove across the country in the middle of the pandemic with a 6-week-old.
Oh my God.
During an election year, where driving an electric car with California plates through the South.
Yeah.
It should have been a reality show.
Yeah.
It really should have. And I just got a ton of stuff from that. So I did this special. And it's got like this big reveal at the end. It's almost like a magic trick to the point where I did it on the road for a little less than a year, and I would have people would like film it and then post it, and I would go to the hotel the night of and the next morning and track down these videos and go and just DM and be like, can you take this down? And they're like, oh fuck, sorry. And I bring a stranger on stage to help me with this reveal. It's called Doug. It's named after a terrible fucking guy I met on vacation with my wife. He was a dude who was a husband and father, hated being both. Every time I saw him, he was wet and drunk, somehow. He woke up in the froth of the surf. And I think us as men, we need good examples more than bad, but we need bad ones. We have to meet a guy and we're like, I could
Gotta
never
meet a
be
Doug.
you, dude.
Yeah.
You got to meet Doug. And it's ironic because every other Doug I've known in my life has been cool.
Yeah.
Like really cool guys. They sell you
Doug
weed
Mellard.
at half price.
Yeah.
They smoke with you.
Sure.
Benson.
That's so true.
Yeah, Dougs are sweet. This guy sucked. And so I named the special after him and then got this reveal. So when I took it around to all the usual suspects, Amazon, Netflix, everybody either had a full slate or were just everyone liked it.
Yeah.
But it was that thing of, and it was nice to not go hat in hand.
Yeah.
And go, oh God, please. or be angry if they passed.
The cool
or
thing
whatever.
is you don't have to be anymore.
No.
Yeah.
And I had some options, but then Moment approached me and I was like, just because of the reveal at the end and the fact that this is a piece of my life that like none of us are going to forget that time.
Yeah.
I'll try this. And I've said this to a couple friends, like everything good in my life, I'm realizing happened because I was like, I'll fucking give it a shot. Let's try.
Sure.
Happened with moving in with my now wife, marrying her, having a kid, like stuff you cannot take back.
Sure.
Like there's no turning
You're
back.
like, I'm going for it.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
This could be a disaster. So the Moment thing, it might be a mistake, but I'm going to try it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a mistake.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
And like the cool thing is someone has already taken the gold. Andrew Schultz has already taken the brass ring with the Moment thing.
Yeah.
It's like, great.
Yeah.
He's already been Lewis and Clark. Like he
killed
forged
it.
the road.
He killed it, yeah.
He's up to like 5 million or something bananas.
Yeah.
I love that he took it off and then put it back and was,
That was
like
unbelievable.
He's like, sorry, I love money.
His
maniac.
His marketing skills are incredible.
No
with
one's
it.
better.
Yeah.
So as soon as like the people I'm working with were like, what Andrew Schultz did, I was like, let's do that. Let's do that thing that guy did.
Yeah.
Because I've never sat down and got advice from him, but I do. He's one of those people who, I'm a fan, but also like I watch what he does. Same
Sure.
thing with you guys. You know what I mean? Like we're friends. And so when you guys are winning, I feel like I am. I haven't got any checks, by the way.
Yeah.
So I have a kid. Can you send me?
Sure.
But like, it's like I am loving how well you guys have done. But it's like, I'll just kind of go, well, I can't do what they're doing, but what's my version of that?
Sure. Yeah.
And to your point of just ownership.
It's huge.
It's all about
huge.
partnering with people who want to thrive on their own and not just sit on your shit and live off it.
And I think
which
this
is where
model
we came up.
This model is going to grow and grow and grow. Meaning the comedians especially creating things that they own and being able to distribute it themselves.
Right.
And retaining ownership and getting paid for their work. And I think it's a model that's here to stay and grow. I think it's going to be really great.
What a novel idea
Yeah.
that the artist actually gets to prosper from what they create. It's so weird.
It's so
what
wild.
a weird thing.
It's so wild that people aren't just keeping your hard-built dick jokes in perpetuity.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing where it's like, sign here, now we own it forever.
Yeah.
I mean,
paid you. We gave you a few coins.
Yeah.
You should be thankful.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
so
think of
crazy.
it. Like, that's what changed. That's what streaming changed with for music too. Is like those guys used to just get fucked.
Yeah.
So hard. Every act, every group was just absolutely railed by these huge media conglomerates, and then now people stop signing deals, and they're like, no, I put up my music myself.
Yeah.
And that thing just took off.
Yeah.
It took off.
Yeah.
It still works. That old model still works for some, but it's usually if you're like an enormous band with a huge following. But so many people can break in by just playing their music on these sites, and it's incredible how it worked. I mean, that's Chance the Rapper is like the most famous example of somebody who was like, nope.
Yeah.
Turned down everything and then this huge following came to him. It's all his own stuff. He owns everything.
Yeah. And
It's amazing.
There's all these people who, gave it a shot and it's like they got beat up.
Yeah.
It's like that line from Moneyball, like first guy through the door always gets bloody.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly.
like there are people who already took hits and now we're kind of locked in this little, I'm not a part of that lawsuit, but like the whole thing with a couple of the streaming companies are kind of trying to be like the old way where it's like, no, you have to legally, you have to now. And they'll, my stuff got taken off, two of them, at least some of my things. And it's kind of just like, yeah, but,
'Cause you have a massive, Pandora following?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my stuff is not, a lot of my stuff isn't available right now.
Yeah,
and
it's cool.
And I know, but I know people that work for that company and I'm still good with them, but it's like, I'm not going to shit on them because they've been awesome. I have 100 million streams on Pandora.
Jesus.
So I mean, in terms of stand-up comedy, I'm famous for like, not my face. like I've been in stores where people are like, what do I know your voice from? And I'm like, oh, and then their friends are like, Wildcattin' or whatever bit of mine that they listen to because I would get a lot of my stuff story based. So people are like, let's hear that story. It's like a song. You want to listen to it a couple times.
Sure.
I don't.
Yeah,
Can't
no.
stand it.
Yeah,
but
of course
No,
not.
could you imagine?
Right.
If you told me, you're like, I love listening to my bits. I
Yeah.
listen to all.
Oh,
my
you already
set.
know right away when a comic's like that, and you're like, you're fucking out of your mind, dude.
Yeah.
You're a crazy
Well,
person.
when I was on Mad TV with Bobby Lee, he would watch playback of his own shit. and be
Stop.
He's a crazy person.
He'd laugh.
He's a crazy
Does
person.
that surprise you? It doesn't surprise you.
No.
I mean, and like I remember me and Keegan and Eric Price would be like, we'd be making fun of him. We'd be sitting there going, me.
Yeah. So good. Yeah.
Me is so funny.
amazing. God, it's so great to be liberated from the system of the one or two tastemakers.
Yeah.
The gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Where you're like, God, so and so at this network doesn't like me.
Yeah.
My career can't happen.
Yeah.
You literally could not have a career if so and so doesn't like you at a network. Or it's
I
that's
had
it. You're
I
done.
had a pilot with Kinane, the two of us, as
crazy.
fuck arounds in our 30s, and it was one of the funniest things I ever shot. And we got another. They wanted us to do another pilot, so we did, and we cast Jodie Sweetin from Full House as my boss. And it was like we used to be closed captioners to the hearing impaired. That was our job. And we were in Burbank, and Jodie was this woman in like a power suit who was like, I work in Hollywood, Matt. And I'm like, you work in Burbank? And she just was like, and she crushed her audition. She auditioned for us, even after being like this huge like
Oh, wow.
Full House. And I've been on Fuller House. I played a maniac dodgeball coach, and like they're comic timing, both of them is incredible. But she came on and she just smashed it. She had people on the set laughing, and like we were like, okay, it's down to her and this one woman who's very funny, but she was younger and the network wanted her. This one exec, I found out, called two assistants into his office and was like, would you care that Jodie Sweetin was on a show from Full House? This is before Fuller House.
Yeah.
And they're both like, not really. And he's like, no, okay, we're not putting her in. That's how he decided.
That's it.
Everybody was
I
like,
know.
and of course, Fuller House comes back and just, it's Netflix's
course.
biggest show of all time or whatever. It's like, dummies.
Yeah, but those guys
You know?
are just regular. They're just fucking dudes.
Yes.
They don't know anything.
They're
Exactly.
business people. They're not creatives.
Mhm.
They're business people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crushing.
Yeah, it'd be like if
Crushing.
your lawyer was like looking at remember we had
stand-up tapes.
We do like late night sets, and the lawyer would be like, "Oh, you can't
Yeah.
do you know?"
You go, you shut the fuck up. You don't know anything about anything.
Well, it's like give me the legal thing.
Yeah.
that I won't get sued, but don't
Right.
be like, "Hey, did you try? You know your bit
Are you
about
going- are you
Arby's?
going with that line?
You know what I think is funny about Arby's? You get the fuck away from me.
I got a tag for you. And you're
Yeah,
like,
no, you
what?
No, you don't.
Fucking dumb lawyer.
I mean, but yeah, it's like we're more and more and more free of that.
Thank God for the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all because of that.
Thank God for the
Absolutely.
internet.
Mm-hmm.
Changed everything.
Remember even like having a fucking VHS tape of your act
Oh
and
God.
just being like, just watch my tape.
I still have them.
Do you know how like we come from the era of having Tom, we had to call girls' houses and go through their dad to talk to the daughters.
Oh my God, it's right.
You know? I think about that when I think about how we used to send tapes and never hear shit. And when it'd be like, did you watch it? Did you watch me being funny? Random comedy club?
It's such
Horrible.
a desperate
Please.
Please.
And you have this guy who has this little fiefdom.
Yeah.
You know?
Doesn't care.
Oh man.
feeling. It's basically you going, do you think I'm hot? Like, to a guy.
You want me to?
No.
You want me to take off something else?
And like,
unbutton this.
Don't come on my face.
and I remember like you'd finally make it to those club worlds, and then you'd see the back room where like the booker hung out, and then just stacks of VHS tapes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're like, the fact that I even got this week was probably a miracle.
Yeah.
I mean, of all these things, like, how does that even?
There's a
God.
the oldest comedy club in Portland. I won't say what it is. But I remember when I met Bill Burr, he did like a little pilot. They were thinking about doing like a Chappelle Show thing after Chappelle Show blew up. They're like, oh, let's try it with Bill. And so this real low budget thing. And I was in like 2 sketches with him, and he just comes over. He's like, so where you from? And I was like, Portland, Oregon. He's like, that fucking guy. Like he launches into that club owner.
Yeah.
He's so mad at him. So mad. And he was like, this is when Bill was starting to boom. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is like a couple years from him doing Carnegie Hall and shit. And like, we still remember those people that were just twats to
Yeah,
us.
of course.
Yes.
One's dead, unfortunately, now that I'm moving tickets. And I always swore, I was like, when I go back to his fucking town, I'm never doing that.
No.
You know what's a fun move to those twats?
What?
Is you agree to do their gig to help them out, basically their club, and then you just cancel on them. Like you just ruin their business.
That's so cold. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's like next level. Man, that's like dipping the bullet in poison before you shoot him.
Yeah, it's fun. You know it hurts too. It hurts them.
Hey man, sorry.
And you
don't
actually you ruin their month.
You don't even
Not
tell
that
them.
week.
You don't even tell them. You have some junior agent has to call.
Has to call and be
some
like,
poor little guy.
You know how this is the first time in a while that you've had 7 sold out shows? You have to refund all those tickets.
I have the sniffles.
Yeah.
I'm
And you go, what do you
sorry.
mean to do? I got the flu.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Go ahead, do it. Ruin their business.
Yeah.
Well, the one guy's dead, she said.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that fucking cunt. You know what he told me? I'll never forget.
I know what you're talking about too.
And let me just say, you had it worse than either of us. I'm
don't
sure,
know.
being a woman.
Maybe.
I'm sure.
Well, I was told, here's what I was told. Okay, so this guy is in the Midwest, and I was on Chelsea lately. So at the time, I had a credit.
Yeah.
And I called him. He's like, call me back next week, okay? Call me back next week, okay? And like finally after a month, I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I've been calling you. Give me a week. And he goes, you know what, Christina? I've already had 2 women this year. And I was like, 2 women this year? That's it? And then I was told I couldn't do an entire chain of clubs in Canada because the owner doesn't book women. Like I was X'd out of an entire chain.
Wow.
Because they don't book women. Like shit, like, but at least it was overt back then and I kind of appreciated that.
Right.
There's other club owners that were like, I don't book women. And I was like, okay, well, I know you're a piece of shit and I'll never do your fucking club when I get successful.
Yeah.
I have a list of people I won't fucking work.
One time I went to a gig you were doing, and you were on stage, and I go to the bathroom. This guy walks in. There's another guy in there. The guy walks in and goes, there's a chick on stage. And the other guy goes, how are her tits? And I go, they're pretty big.
Hi, I'm Tom. That's my wife. Listen, I appreciate your candor, fellas.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, but it's fun. I still love it. I don't care.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
That's who you are. That's who you are at your
Yeah,
core.
it'll
it's too
always
much
be
fun
us.
not to be. And I think everybody, but now white guys you guys are shit on. I
Poor
think,
us.
Poor you, I know. But you know what I mean? I think
To
everyone.
be fair, we had a real good run.
You did
let's
have a
be
good
honest.
run.
It's been awesome.
But everybody gets judged by the meat vessel they come in.
Yeah, well, of course they
you know?
do. And it's like, I will say that the big thing is I wish there were less white dudes who were starting to get rich over bitching about being a white dude. And like, you know, like just in their own kind of self-made media like this, but there's kind of like, well, the thing is those guys always go, we all know how it is. I mean, they don't want white guys. And it's like, are you fucking crazy?
It's such a crazy.
They're still coming
They
over white
always want
guys.
white
Bill
guys.
Burr will always sell
I
out.
know.
He just played Fenway.
I know.
They've never allowed a comedian.
It's
Ever.
pretty crazy.
That's insane.
All those guys.
And
too-
I texted him. I was like, well, huge room, and he's like, a lot of drunks. That's all he wrote back. I was like, still not happy. Fucking miserable prick. But like, you know, I mean, it's disingenuous. It's like, yeah, it's like, did I not get a Netflix special because I'm white or because I'm not Jim Gaffigan? It's like they have like
They
not
don't
saying they
wanna-
have enough of us, but just more people are getting shine. That's all.
A lot of people
You know?
are getting shine. And
Yeah.
here's the thing: the white dudes who go, you know, they're all full of white guys. It's like, no, the reality here is that you are not that great.
Yeah.
That's what they always will celebrate. Any like a director, if you audition for him and you're just like, he's, you know, didn't want me. It's like, yeah, he probably booked a better actor.
Or you didn't fit.
Well, you
know?
didn't fit could be, of course, for acting is one, because you could not fit the mold and you can still be good. But this person who's like, I've never gotten work, but I'm great. It's like, you're not that great.
Not if you're
like,
never booking.
because like greatness, because if you're amazing, guess what? You'll get booked.
Yes.
If you're
That's so
if you're
true.
undeniably fucking funny, not everyone's going to be like, we don't want anything to do with this person.
And are you uniquely you? That takes you at least 10 years to, find your voice, as we say. But like, there are people that one thing I've kind of tried to push aside is like, don't just, be like, I gotta kill. It's like, no, I have to work on this stuff and I have to do stuff that's funny to me. Hope they like it.
That's how you get good.
Because you'll see, audiences are very intuitive and they'll watch someone and someone will destroy and they'll be like, ha, that was fun, but I don't know if, I didn't really connect with that person. You see someone who didn't do as well, but it's like, who is that? I'm going to remember them.
You're totally right.
Yeah. They said something crazy personal or said an angle I never thought of.
So true.
You know what I mean?
I think everyone's been like, if you've done stand up long enough, you've been on both sides of that.
100%.
You've killed and known that everybody was like, oh yeah, it was great. And then you've not killed and had everybody been like, who the fuck
was amazing.
are you?
Yeah. I did the Traverse City Festival in Michigan and like, I crushed this theater and Sarah Tiana did great, but her set was so much better than mine. Yeah. Because mine had all the, I used to yell a lot more before and stuff and kind of really lean in.
Sure.
But like, she had these amazing bits about race and all that, which is like anytime a white comic can pull off good race shit,
it's amazing.
I love Sarah Tiana.
She's great.
So
she's
funny,
fantastic.
So good.
There's there's this thing where you have, because I remember too, after doing stand up for a while, you see those comics who their whole thing is I have to kill.
Yeah.
And then a few years go by and you're like, that is the same 15 minutes I've seen for like 9 years. And it still kills. There's a thing, it still kills. Mm-hmm. And they don't want to not kill.
Yeah.
So what they do is they press play on that set and they never evolve. That's the thing is that you go and you start doing things and then you realize they're doing the same shit in their career.
Yeah.
It's because they will not let go of killing. They won't take a chance.
You got the picture of the store on the way in, which I love, next to the guy with the AR and the flak jacket.
Yeah.
I'm just keep this up that you guys live in the desert and you have your own compound. Well, you guys both have a nice looking harem, by the way.
Yes,
Your cage of dudes.
Thank you.
Nice work.
Very nice.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I like that one guy had a belly.
I do too. I like to keep it unique.
Yeah. But
every flavor.
Diverse.
I mean, I do the store at least once a week and do okay to good to sometimes great,
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I gotta work this shit, and letting go of that, you have to destroy this, hollowed room.
I've done the store where the emotional experience of 2 sets or 3 sets in a night are completely all over the spectrum.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, yes.
And the worst is when you start with a great one and you're like, fuck yes. And then you walk into the other room and you're just like sweating and you're like, what's happening? And someone's barking at you and you're trying to do and you're like, what? Because that room keeps you honest, the OR will keep you honest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
like go have your.
I remember saying to Emily, I was like, whoosh. I just had a weird one. And she's like, oh, like Chris Rock does? Because Rock comes in and just, I hope this works. And it's kind of like, burp, you know? And he'll get it back, of course, but it's kind of like, we have to.
My favorite thing is to see people at that level have not a great set. Because it really affects you. You go, oh yeah, Chris Rock didn't kill here because he was actually trying stuff. Not the way comics go, I'm doing all new stuff. And you're like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
I've seen this.
You're not.
Yeah, he's really doing it. He's really like this shit that he wrote down. He's trying it, and it's either going to work or it's not.
Yeah, and because they want that immediacy. They want the real shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
Where everybody can see when you're just trotting out something you've done a billion times, and then you all of a sudden go, I don't think I like my wife. Like something comes out like that, and they're like, okay, well now you're talking about something real. Now we're leaning in.
Well, especially with this medium, with podcasting, I don't know. At least me now, I have a really hard time watching scripted television or stuff that I know is bullshit. Because you're like, I could just listen to 2 people tell the truth for an hour and a half, or I can watch something completely fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
So
it's been years now.
I watched all that shit with my wife too, and one thing we'll pick is like, all right, was that a plot line created by a producer, or is that real?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Real Housewives and shit. It's like I don't think any of them really know which way is up. They're kind of just like, all right, just tell me who I hate this week and I'll go from there.
Those are all manufactured almost always.
Yeah. Well, because you can't just film people hanging out. Like
You used to.
my wife likes that show, 18 and Pregnant and Boring. I don't know if you guys seen that.
No.
Fucking show is so
I
boring.
want to watch that.
You know, no, it's just 18 and Pregnant. But they'll just film them and it'll be like, so what happened? He got arrested. Again? Yeah. Credits. Like that, it's literally that bad. There's no anything. 16 and Pregnant. I went high. 18 and Pregnant be normal.
I know.
Seen that show, 32 and Pregnant?
You want to see something cool?
Please.
I want to laugh.
Okay.
Oh.
Here we go. Let's see if this is horrible or hilarious to you. I guess it's a beekeeper.
I love it already. I'm in.
There's a hive up there.
Can you pause it real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to say, this is when I see something like this is why America's Funniest Home Videos will always be the funniest show of all time.
The best.
We might have talked about this because I could see a man on top of a barn on a pair of stilts, and I know he's gonna be okay. I can already start laughing.
Yeah.
On your show, I can't. This man might die. I don't know what's gonna happen. He might. I feel like the bee thing is a misdirection. He's just gonna fall. The bees are fine, and he's gonna snap both legs and just scream on the ground.
The probability of death, you're right, it's much higher. Here.
Death or horrible injury or both.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like 70-30.
Yeah. It's your mom's house.
Fucking guy. Okay.
Let's see here.
Oh, fuck!
No!
That's amazing. That's hilarious.
That was great.
That was a Buster Keaton movie.
Yeah.
So
like that was back in those things where they just have a camera on like Charlie Chaplin and he'd do a backflip and fall like through the top of a car.
I mean, to be a beekeeper, you have to be kind of a psycho anyway. It's like,
Okay, so for people listening, there's a guy, he's on top of a ladder and he has a beekeeper's mask on and there's a bag of bees. That's a thing, I guess?
Yeah. He's trying to remove the beehive with that.
Yeah, but there's a bag around it already. They must already hung the bag, and then he has got some kind of hook and he's poking the bottom and he hits it from an angle that the bag flips and covers his head, sealing his face, eyes, nose, ears, and mouth in with the bees.
Yes.
So
that's so funny.
He had a rough day.
And then the camera just panned, whoever was filming it
Well,
was
they're like, I don't want to die too.
Like,
They
cut.
just ran.
Oh yeah, they ran.
Yeah,
Duh.
they're like, I'm
of
out
course,
here.
that camera's on the ground. There's no one there.
Oh, God.
That ship is unmanned.
Oh, Jesus.
God, that's my nightmare. Oh,
Wait. Oh. He just took a jacket.
Come on. We saw that coming.
But that's like real air pressure behind that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's probably a ruptured testicle.
Yeah, probably.
That's not just like, I dropped this.
That's a torn taint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a guy had what looked like, I thought it was a jackhammer between his legs.
It was like that air gun.
It was an air gun.
Yeah.
And
like from a mechanic shop.
Yeah, mechanic shop. The kind of thing that.
The best is that camera guy was like, I got to keep filming.
Yeah.
For a second.
He stayed on him.
Yeah. And let's be honest, that's because he's
a
Asian.
pro, dude.
The Asians know to keep the content coming.
Yes.
You know, they don't go, are you okay?
Well, they're you know, speaking broadly, they're about commitment.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I am the cameraman.
Sure.
I film
until this is over. He agreed to do it.
This guy could slowly die. I can't put this camera down and call an ambulance.
Okay, and then
how did so much pain?
Did something pop off of that, or was it actually the gun?
Let me see it again.
That is, it's the gun. It's the gun itself, right?
See, but he should have known.
It's a stupid way to do that.
Yeah.
He lined it up with his balls.
So he was trying to.
I think he was trying to unscrew. So he's got the drill.
Yes.
And
he
he's
held it
trying to unscrew the
inches
thing,
from his
and then it
balls.
cocked back, I think.
Yeah. The pressure blew it right back.
So he
into
wasn't
his-
expecting that gun to cock back. Yeah.
Okay.
What was that?
Okay, hold on.
That was cool.
There's another one
Dur,
here.
dur, dur, dur,
This one might be bad.
No, that's not good. That is not good. I don't
Hey,
think
guess what?
so.
He's fine.
He's all right. Okay. Okay.
Can you explain to people what just happened?
A dude to a TikTok soundtrack just was riding up on a bicycle, and he hits. He does an endo, flies right over the handlebars, and there's a bus passing him. he goes under the wheel
Like
and his
wedges
head,
under the
his
wheel.
head stops the bus.
Let's watch it again.
That.
Oh my God.
No, it's a motorcycle. He flies off a motorcycle under a tire.
And
the bus backs up and they get him out and he's fine.
Lesson is always wear a helmet.
Wear a helmet.
Yeah.
How is he fine?
That's incredible.
That is incredible.
He definitely has some sort of muscular tear.
Or
in
the
his
neck
back or
at
something.
least,
Oh.
dude. I mean,
He remembers this for sure.
yeah. Don't ride
If you
a
bring this up,
motorcycle.
he'll be like, "No, I remember this day."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if he sees a
bad
kid with
thing.
like a toy bus, he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
No, by the way, that's all he had on the helmet. He's got shorts on.
Yeah.
No fucking
That's when I see
shoes,
guys
like-
riding a motorcycle with shorts on, I'm just like, you want like strawberry legs?
I know, it's so crazy.
It's bananas.
No
There's these
arm
guys who are like,
coverage.
I'm comfortable, so I got to be
Yeah, I
comfortable.
gotta be-
Okay. Now he sees a toy bus and he just goes. Oh God. Man. Oh, I marched in a political rally this week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was in Canada.
Okay.
And they had these massive marches in the streets, like anti-Trudeau marches.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm not anti-Trudeau, but I hadn't done any cardio. And I walked out of the hotel and I just got involved.
Oh, how
And,
Good for you.
Yeah, we had like "fuck Trudeau" signs, and
Whoa.
I was like, whatever, that
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me.
That's wild.
We did like 3 miles. It was good.
Oh,
What is
wow.
the big beef with Trudeau over the masking thing?
I think there's a lot of that, like coming down on our rights kind of thing. Where
Okay.
like, these guys are people are like,
Truckers and all
you're
that.
fucking
Sure. Oh, right,
fascists.
yeah,
They're
they-
like,
yeah.
yeah. They still like there's still masks on the flight if you're flying into Canada.
No. Oh, okay.
Like, I think people are kind of here are probably past that for the most part.
How many of those guys marching were white dudes who can't get stand-up gigs?
About 95%. It was
Okay.
pretty. It was pretty white
Got
guy
it, yeah,
heavy.
pretty white guy heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was pretty white guy heavy. But
Proudish boys.
it was it was great cardio.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
great.
sounds like
Yeah.
it. That
We
sounds
marched
cool,
and
Tom.
Threw some shit through a window. It was fun.
Wow.
We killed a guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Saw a guy fall off his motorcycle. Didn't help him. We just kept marching.
Well, he exercised his rights to not wear a helmet.
He
and
sure did.
His head blew up like a melon.
Yeah. I remember meeting a guy one time who was like, "Yeah, man, I don't wear seatbelts," and I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "You know what I mean? I don't have to do it." And I was like, "You definitely don't have to do it.
Nope.
Yeah, just be
Yeah.
comfortable."
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. A friend of mine had one of those Jeeps with no doors.
Yeah.
And
Oh
the
my God.
seatbelt was broken for easily a year. He would pull his shoulder seatbelt and sit on it, so cops wouldn't stop him. I'm just like,
What's the win there? I got
there's
one
no
over.
win.
on
It's
you.
just that thing of being lazy
Well-
and not getting the thing fixed.
This guy had a Corvette too. He had like a fast fucking
my
car, and he was
God.
like, he's like, I don't wear one because I don't, I'm not. You can't tell me what to do. And I was like, definitely.
No one's
like
telling
you should see what happens when you take this thing and you hit a light pole.
Yeah.
And you don't have that thing on.
Mm-hmm.
No, I remember as a kid when California passed the seatbelt law. It was like 1987 or something.
Whoa.
And people were so pissed and reluctant. And I
Yeah.
remember even me as a kid being like, I don't want to wear some fucking seatbelt. So dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't wear them
No.
Yeah.
at all.
My grandpa used to buy a new mobile velvet couch like every other year, like a big ass Eldorado or something. Where I
Yeah.
remember those back seats. It was like being on just a velvet, like
Yeah.
like a cocktail lounge in
Yes,
Vegas.
I
The back
remember
seat was
that.
insane, and me and my cousin Beth would just pinball, just
Yeah.
rolling over each other as he's taking corners. Like no seatbelt, like
Doesn't
no,
matter.
Nobody had one on.
Dude, I remember car seats as a kid. Like I was 4 and in the front seat with my mom
Yep.
in the Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
We would all
No
be.
seatbelt.
She was smoking.
Yeah.
There
Windows
would be
up.
6 of us in the back of a station wagon crawling on each other.
Yeah.
And they're just going through lights and driving.
You're gonna think this is bullshit,
cares?
but my Aunt Molly flew out the window when she was a baby. My dad had 3 brothers and 6 sisters, and in one car going to church, and I guess Grandpa Max took a corner too fast, and someone was holding the baby, and she just flew out the window and was into a snowdrift, right in the side, just sat there. It's like a hole. And they got to church. They're like, "Where's the fucking baby?" And my grandma was losing her mind, and they drove back and found the hole and pulled her out of the snow and went back. Flew out the window, right in the side. Like, that's why I have one kid.
I'm rarely speechless on this show. That's insane.
I would be in a
And all my uncles used to drag race with my aunts, like in the passenger seat as toddlers.
Which seat? Where was
no
this?
seatbelt?
What city were
Sioux
they?
City, Iowa.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is crazy.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I panic. I was at Touch a Truck on Saturday with my 2 boys.
Fuck, I can't even get it out of my mind. My sister-in-law took my daughter and her son to Touch a Truck.
That's the best.
Over the weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, literally, I think I took the kids. We were standing in line for slushies, and I turned around. I couldn't see Julian, and I panicked for a second. He was just right there. He was just like under my wing.
Yeah.
And like, I couldn't imagine losing a baby in snow.
Yeah. Rose was out of my eyesight on a playground once, and I just lost my mind. I was so scared.
Yes, terrifying.
For like half a minute.
Yeah.
You know, didn't get to a new destination and go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then to think like we should go back.
Let's drive.
and then
Let's drive back
and
to the
look
way
in the snow to see where the baby
Where
fell.
did the baby go out the window? That's the mystery we're trying to solve right
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny when I tell that story to a childless person, they're just laughing and laughing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's like you don't
parents
know consequences,
panic.
not really.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know,
That's panic.
horrifying.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
You ready to show them your
Oh,
curation?
TikToks. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
You ready,
Here you
bro?
go.
Let's do it.
I love these.
I made for real. I can't say it any better than this. I'm ready to lay down. Baby girl, I'm ready to put you first. Ready to make a family. Make it real. I'm done with all the bullshit now.
Just a good TikTok.
Who's that for?
It's wholesome.
Is it for one lady? Is it for all the ladies of TikTok?
Well, I've been lucky enough to see a few of his posts, and I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know if this is for one person or for all women.
Okay.
He is done with all the bullshit.
Just to be a forensic detective who just got to the crime scene.
Yeah, yeah.
I just got here.
Okay.
We haven't ran any lab work. I think this is for everybody. This is for you. This is for every woman who's watching.
All women.
Just
He's
anyone.
ready.
He's ready to lay down his
He's
life for
ready
all of us?
Baby
He's
girl.
ready for a family. By the way, is he fucking like 63?
Too old to start.
I want to start a family now?
He's got no shirt on.
No,
Yeah.
it's perfect for the cool guy.
The angle's
It
good.
is.
The angle's attractive.
Yeah, it's a
Like
great angle.
he's basically interrupted you blowing him.
Yeah.
To go. You're looking.
It
up
looks
at
like
him
he's,
and-
I mean, if
Hey.
it's obviously a closet, but it's the angle if you're taking a shit that you'd film yourself at. Just like looking down, like, baby girl, I'm here for you.
This is how comfortable I am with you, baby girl.
Yeah.
He does look like he's taking a
He does.
They're taking a
Maybe he's
shit
shitting in his closet.
angle.
Maybe he's that cool.
In the hamper.
I get comments all the time saying like, this is my favorite eyeball yet, but it looks like it hurts, or like, doesn't that hurt? I'm gonna show you why it doesn't.
But first, a quick moment of appreciation for that. Damn!
Before you come for me, my hands are freshly washed and sanitized, okay? This thing is so shiny, it's hard to even get my camera to focus
I gotta
on
get
it.
Josh Potter some shit like this.
I
If
know.
you look,
I know we should.
all of the stones are encased
I'm gonna get him
inside the prosthetic.
Isn't that crazy?
Stunted
Again,
out eyeballs.
before you come for me, I washed the eye and lubed it up with some of these silicone eye drops that my oculars gave me.
By the
And
way,
it goes,
I mean,
and we're ready to rally.
I think she's pretty rad.
No,
How
she's
are you now?
amazing.
You're like,
I don't have any problem with this.
I think she's rad as shit. Like,
Oh, it's
I definitely
cool.
have my little hang-ups because, you know, anything with extremities is always, you know, your nose, your mouth, your eyes, your
Yeah.
hands, your feet. You know, anything where it's just there's an irregularity, we as
Yeah,
as
you go, holy
people
shit,
go,
yeah.
whoa. But she's owning it.
yeah, yeah. And she's
And-
pretty and she's confident and she's just like, check out this eye I put in today. She's got like
Yeah.
a whole fucking
Fashion eyes.
case full of eyes.
And just if you're beginning to think that this is a one-off, you're wrong.
No,
There's-
no, that's
this sent me
clearly.
down an entire rabbit hole of other people with prosthetic eyes
Yes.
that they've bedazzled or like
Whoa.
made cool. It's a whole lane of TikTok, the
Would you-
prosthetic eye lane.
Would you guys do that?
if I was missing an eye,
Hell
fuck
yeah.
yes.
You would?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put
Yeah.
that Terminator eye in.
Terminator.
Yeah.
That's the first thought I had. Oh my God, yes.
Freak people out.
Oh my God, yeah, that'd be incredible.
I'd make myself wall-eyed. Like,
put an eye that looks over here.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd be like a chill Terminator. Like, hey, have you seen? There's a woman, Sarah Connor. Have you seen, the guy just showed up. I would walk naked into places. Be like, hey, can I have your clothes and keys to your motorcycle? Listen.
And then just one guy who's like, I get it.
Like they had to make one Terminator with a body like mine. You know what I mean? Like kind of doughy, just a normal dude body.
Normal dude.
Those guys when you see them, you're naked. You're like, you got to put something on.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger walking around naked at that age, you're just like, dude, don't put shit on. You look
So
incredible.
interesting you're saying this movie because I was just watching it on my elliptical the other day, and I'm like, he was perfect.
So good.
The body it's almost like your observation earlier that having a great body makes you hotter.
Yeah. I mean, you can't say Schwarzenegger's face was like amazing.
No.
He's got like a kind of a dumb guy face.
But his tush, like they just show his tush walking, and I was like, guess what? Bodybuilding makes you look good.
Yeah.
Exercise makes you hot.
Amazing commentary.
I think it was Pauline Kael when Pumping Iron came out. She described him as looking like a condom stuffed with walnuts.
Yeah. He was perfect.
Yeah.
The perfect male physique. I mean, he looked like if you were making a sculpture, a drawing of the perfect physique.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
The size, the definition, and it wasn't like too. It's weird because he's huge, but it's not too much.
Guys, he's trying to
It's okay. We're moving on. You can stop.
Yeah.
He's trying to touch those.
Oh God! I thought that was mud.
So, do you know what those are?
What is that?
Scorpions.
Get out. No.
He's watering the scorpion bowls. I don't know, but those are just bowls of water, and I don't know. Maybe this is in India, like where they worship scorpions or something.
Dana Gould had a scorpion infestation in his house. Can you imagine? Not
In
just
LA?
I found one in LA.
Inside?
Yeah. Yeah.
Inside.
Yes.
In the.
Yeah.
On the motherfucking real.
Why am I always sitting on his balls to listen to
Beautiful
him?
fucking bitches out there on TikTok and shit, man. Help me understand. Y'all out there looking for a solid motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Man, there's a motherfucker right here.
Hell yeah. Well, first of all, this guy, this is the one that lets me know he's for sure done time. Like probably a couple vids.
Yep.
This dude's done real. I mean, the language choices alone. Like, it's.
Ladies don't.
On the motherfucking real.
Yep.
For all you drop dead, goddamn beautiful fucking bitches out there on TikTok and shit, man.
TikTok and
Help me
shit.
understand. Y'all out there looking for a solid motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Man, there's a motherfucker right here.
I'm a poet.
It's a really common expression for guys who've done time that like, are you a solid motherfucker?
Sure.
'Cause solid.
Well, and just the vernacular of calling any woman a bitch.
Yeah.
Like there's no derogatory like
No,
level.
I didn't mean anything
It's like,
by it.
Just a bitch.
I love my bitch. Love my bitch more than life.
I'm
okay.
fucking-
Can you maybe not call her a bitch, man?
On the motherfucking reel.
I'm a big fan, and I hope we get a lot more of his stuff.
Oh, it's.
Did he have the pierced?
I didn't see them in on the other one when he was taking a shit.
What
It
is
wasn't
that?
in. Maybe he was cleaning.
I
them.
almost said septum, but that's down here.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
The bridge, the
Yeah.
bridge of the nose. I
That
think.
just seems so goddamn painful.
Well, on the motherfucking reel, some bitches like that shit. You know?
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good
What am
work,
I doing
Solo.
here?
I just sent this in
I thought
today.
that was a puppy. Okay, this man has
I will duplicate this at the end of the month.
a whole dead chicken, plucked and processed, and he's lubing it. Oh, is this guy gonna fuck this chicken?
That's the only thing I could think about when I saw this.
Is it a chicken or a turkey? It's a
It
chicken.
might
chicken.
be a chicken
Yeah.
turkey. Yeah, it's pretty big. But I thought he was going to fuck it too.
Oh my god.
But he's just
hold it
basting
like
it
a
and
baby.
holding
It's
it.
menacing as shit
It's
the way
menacing.
he's doing.
That's
though.
scary.
Chewing gum and
The
looking at
gum
the camera.
chew and the eyeballing the camera.
He also he does look like he's related to me. It's the only part that's upsetting. If I darken my beard, you'd be like, Tom?
I know. He's so loving with that chicken.
He really is.
Like, I wish I were that
It's
chicken.
cool that this is a fetish I didn't know about. Moving on.
I can't believe we're married.
Why?
These are great.
Do you not want to be married?
No, it's cool. I just met you one day, now we're f***ing married.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Stupid how?
These anesthesia conversations are the best.
We don't know because you don't work out.
So real.
It's so fun when those are the best. So they have people coming out of their wisdom teeth getting them, and they're like, they start just saying, and then they start crying. They get really emotional.
Yeah.
Like when I came out of ketamine, remember?
Yes.
What was I saying to you? Do you remember?
You're like, I had a vision, and we were all there. Like, you were super emotional. I was like, okay, it's good.
My wife got induced to have Rose because if your baby wasn't born on the day, you had to get induced.
Yeah, same with us, the second one.
Oh, for real?
too.
Yeah. So, and she hadn't had anything to drink for 9 months or whatever, like a sip of wine or whatever, but no buzz. And when they gave her that first hit, of probably like fentanyl or something, the nurse is like, hey, so how are you? And she goes, I'm high. And they're good, responding all clinically. That's a good sign that you're high.
Yeah,
that's good.
Nothing better, man. Drugs are the best.
They really are great.
Yeah.
I remember being at JFL one year and being like getting on the plane with everybody, and we were up all night. One of those like early days ones, and I was so hungover.
07, dude, New Faces.
Yeah, that's right.
What's up,
Got to talk about that too. I remember you making fun of that guy, and it still makes me laugh. And I was so hungover, and someone gave me I never had a Valium before, and I took it on the plane, and it was just life changing. I was just like, I feel so much better.
Awesome.
But yeah, we were New Faces 07, and there was one comic who had a blazer on covered with moons and stars from England, and you were backstage with me, making fun of him during his act, and I don't know what I've laughed at harder in my life. I was crying laughing.
It was helping us get through the tension because it's very tense.
So tense. It's back to the industry.
Yeah.
You really feel like
someone's gonna give you a blessing or not.
Yeah. And then it's over. Yeah, Nikki Glazier, I remember he got off stage and wasn't happy with the set, and she was just like, I bombed at Montreal. Was just saying that out loud over and over, and I was like, Nikki, no, you didn't. Stop it.
Yeah.
We
all thought it was our final audition.
Yes. They would never see any of us again.
And did it matter?
No.
Zero.
That's the crazy part.
No.
And I bombed my Live at Gotham audition. I bombed so hard, and I was like, it didn't matter. I still got here. And I was so upset. I just think I'd ruined my career.
It's crushing. Yeah, all these little setbacks. They're not even. Wait, because you did 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing I hated the most about late night sets. It's like just 5.
I remember
all
from that New Faces thing too, is that Kurt Metzger did like material, like he killed with in the moment stuff, meaning like everybody was like, my set is just, structured stuff. And he was like making fun of Canada and killing, and I was like, how the fuck are you doing? I was amazed by it.
Yeah.
I was amazed by it. It was so funny.
Yeah. That's like what Sam J does every time I see her.
Yeah.
Just talks about her day and just destroys.
Couldn't believe it. And he just didn't care. And I was like, wow, that's wild. Didn't care.
Yeah. No.
You can't manufacture not caring.
No, you can't. You can't be like, I'm the casual guy. And you're up there with your hands are shaking. And shit.
Here's another one for you.
I bathe in my own urine every day. Whatever I've collected, because I always have these jars going, I just throw in my bathwater.
Oh.
It just looks like he sat next to a stranger at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Something about me. My name is Greg. I bathe in my urine every day.
Every day.
Well, and he collects it throughout the day, and then he puts it in his bathwater. I mean, first of all, if you're going to piss...
I bathe in my own urine every day.
Do it fresh. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to
now you're
collect it
mixing
in the morning,
in your
and
water.
then you've got old piss.
Yeah.
It's cold. It's in your bathwater.
And it looks like somebody was like, what are all these pages? And then he was like, oh, I bathe in my own urine every day. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are these?
One of those bits I never could make land, but it's just one of the things I relate to so much is when you're like in public or you're on a bus and you a guy starts talking to you and you start talking to him back, and then halfway through the conversation you're like, oh, you're fucking crazy.
You're crazier than shit.
This is what this is. This guy, just see the guy next to him who's just like, he got interrupted. He's talking to his wife. And this guy's like, I piss on myself. And he's like, fine. And he realized coffee shops have no security. You can't call a cop.
Or this is the notary. And you're just
he's trying to finalize like the sale of a house.
What?
Yeah. And he keeps going like,
before you get to signing, can I tell you, was it Christina? I pissed in my own mouth. And I let me tell you, Let me tell you, it is not delicious, but you feel great.
Could you please just
can you just stamp this, man?
I know. I bathe in
And he just keeps telling
a
you.
notary. A thing that already takes so long.
It's so
You're like,
horrible.
Please get out of my house.
Has so many
I want to get this done
curing qualities people don't know about.
the stuff that comes out of you. Put it back in.
Put it
the
in.
stuff that your body, it's expelling toxins. It's waste.
Yes.
And people are like, put it back in. I want it back.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like you can drink your urine to survive. That's option Z.
You sound like you're from the fucking 1800s talking like this. Why don't you take a coal-powered train?
Do you still use leeches?
Yeah.
to get rid of the demons inside you that cause the flu?
I mean, that's just,
Urine therapy.
I gargle with my urine.
It really works that he is wearing like the crispest white shirt.
I know.
Yeah.
That shirt is so. That looks like he looks like
you don't expect him to say it.
It looks like they're shooting a commercial with Don Shula, and he showed up, and he's the stand-in.
Yeah.
And the stand-in is just coming over. Excuse me, guys. I know you're all sports legends. I pee in my mouth.
And then one of that first AD is like, hey Don.
Don, can I talk to you a second? Does he make you uncomfortable? Because we can get rid of him right away.
Yeah,
we swap him out? Yeah. Okay, no problem.
God, that's totally how they talk to you in showbiz.
Oh, 100%.
I've forgotten that whole thing.
Yep.
Are you okay? Did we just...
Can we have you hold real quick?
Just hold.
Can you not go out? And we're going.
Go again.
Christina. Yeah.
All right. A reminder: the new special Doug releases on Moment tomorrow, October 6th. You can also keep. It's going to be available there for a
couple weeks.
So
just go to moment.co/Matt Braunger, and it's up there. And if you watch it on the 6th. On the premiere night, I'm going to be doing like a little VIP thing at the end.
Yes.
If you want to tag that on. And I created merch that I think Doug would enjoy.
That's very fun.
That's amazing.
I didn't say about this in the special, but we all went out to like a big club and they put us on a shuttle bus. It was in Anguilla in the Caribbean. And we came back to the thing and there were signs up in the hotel for like DJ Sugar spending a night. And Doug is like, DJ Sugar! Hey, we gotta see DJ Sugar. And he's punching dudes in the arm. And he's like, let's go, DJ Sugar. So he's that guy who full on is like wearing a young person's clothes.
Sure.
And is deep into his 50s.
Yeah.
You see? And he just wants to get lit.
Yeah.
He's going to pass out. You're going to
cool
take pictures
patterns
with
on
him.
his shirt.
Yeah. So I got these really loud neon shirts that say Doug.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great idea.
If you are watching this on the YouTubes, there is a link in the description that'll take you straight to where you can watch it. So congratulations on the special.
Yes, congratulations,
and
Matt.
thank you for coming, man.
Man, this is a blast. I love the show, and I'm glad that you guys have built it up to this. This is fantastic.
Thank you, man.
How far is this compound outside of Waco?
This is going to take about 45 minutes to get back to Waco.
Because they put a bag over my head and sedated me. I have no clue where I am.
Well, they're about to do it again.
Oh, okay.
Over there.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, hi, Razor.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Bobby.
Hey everybody, Garth Brooks.
And Trisha Yearwood.
And we're proud to say we stand with Ukraine, especially the refugees.
There's a global initiative, and of course, supplies and aid is already spread thin, and this is where you come in. We need your help. We need you to donate.
Yeah, I mean, we always ask for love and prayers. Please keep doing that. But we're also going to ask you, dig in your pockets. Be part of the greatest global relief plan mankind has ever seen.
Everybody deserves dignity. Everybody deserves a roof over their head to feel safe. You can be a part of that.
Yeah, amen. 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 So join us. Amen. Amen. So join us, won't you? Stand up. Amen. So join us, won't you?
Hey, you just watched a full episode of Your Mom's House. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, watch another one. Maybe you'll like that one. They're everywhere. Look, I don't know. They place them in like cubes, squares, whatever it is. Just click another one. Maybe you'll find someone you like or someone will get hurt.